L host. My joint was definitely muted. Welcome to another episode of By Any Means. First thing I'm finna do is I'm gonna throw this link in here. You feel me? If you pulling up, it's about that time. Unfortunately, today my co-host Juwann Winfree, who's usually here with us, Wani is not here today. Obviously, due to the fact that he is currently in camp. Obviously, we're definitely going to make sure we tap back in with him because we want to know how his camp's going, how everything's going with the Indianapolis Colts, and things of that nature. But for my football fans out here, this is the second time on By Any Means I've made it like an open forum. Usually we have a guest or we have, me and Juwann are in here kicking it. But because Juwann is obviously in camp, most of the football people we want to have are currently in camp. I would like to leave the floor to the football fans. Talk about your teams. Talk about some of these camp stories, expectations for other teams in the league this year. What my expectations are, and some of y'all overall predictions. So if you want to hop in, I got some people that's supposed to pull up. So I'm gonna bring them in, but I would love to cycle through some people in the chat. I want to give a shout out to our GOAT members. Shout out Hermias and Mar, Alejandro Rodriguez, Terry, IDWC, Hall of Fame, everybody who wants to be a part of the Players Choice community. All the information you need is in this link below. If you want to be a part of Players Choice community, please pull up. And also, too, one other thing before we tap in, if you haven't already checked out any of the Among Us games with me, Dub, and Mars, and JD also be making appearances, make sure you pull up to these Among Us games. That should be a vibe. I don't mean to curse, my bad. They lit. They also may leak over in the Player's Choice, so we may have some things in that regard. So if you want to pull up, if you want to start coming to those, let me know. And actually, the first guy on the docket, let me just grab my dog out of here.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. You hear me?
Yo.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My bad. That's on me. That was on me.
Man, look at you. You're such an L host, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was on me.
Damn. You fucking me up, man. Damn.
Whoa. My bad. Actually, now that you're here, I was literally just talking about
That's so cute, bro.
I was talking about Tim.
Oh, hold up. You want to talk about Tim, bro?
No, I don't want to talk about Tim. I don't want to talk about Tim. But now I'm bringing you in here. Actually, I'm happy that you're here because we talking about camp. Obviously, there's been a lot of camp stories going on right now, and actually, I have some questions for you. Now that you're in here, I think one of the biggest questions right now is: do the Eagles run the NFC? And from the stories you've heard about the other teams in the NFC, a lot of stake has been put into the Commanders, and obviously people think the Giants are going to be really good, and then the Cowboys as well. Do you think the NFC is the Eagles' conference as a whole, or do you think somebody out of your division could probably give y'all a run for y'all money?
The only team that I can see as a possibility to give us a run is the Cowboys, but I'm not all too convinced about that. But I do think that's probably the only team. The thing about the NFC East, it's always like one team and the other team. They're always flip-flopping between this few. So maybe the Eagles could sit here and defy history. I think we won the division 2 years in a row now, right? Or the Cowboys won the year before.
No, I think I know the Cowboys won the year before, and then y'all won it this past year.
Yeah, so it's always flip-flopping, and that's like the annoying part about being a fan in this conference. Like, it always does that. But on paper, though, it should be us. I mean, I don't see a team. We didn't lose any crazy pieces. Miles Sanders we did, but we could make up the running gap with, like, Jalen Hurts and our running back committee. So it's still the Eagles, bro. Still got that monster defense and shit. Mm-hmm. That D-line is still elite. So we run the NFC. Now, the team that worries me to, like, go to the Super Bowl, really, is San Fran if they figure out which quarterback they're going to roll with, right? If
Right.
Trey Lance shows the potential they want him for, they're going to be a scary team. But if not, hey, bro, Eagles about to win a chip, bro. I promise you.
I will say this, bro. I will say this, and this is just something I'm thinking about. Is like when it comes to the Cowboys, I will say this. I am. You know that quote that Dak put out about the interceptions, bro?
Yeah.
I feel like that was a bad quote. Like I feel like that was something he shouldn't even had addressed. Like he shouldn't even have said, "I'm gonna cut down on the interceptions this year," because now everybody's gonna be harping on his mistakes, bro. I feel like now you don't put a spotlight on it. I'm not saying obviously you didn't lead the league and you led the league in picks last year, but the fact that you acknowledged it and brought it to the forefront, bro. Every time he throws a pick now, that pick is gonna feel like they're gonna be heavier now. Every pick, one pick he throws is gonna feel like 3 picks just because of who's throwing it and the expectation that he done put on himself about cutting down on picks. But now there's every time he throws a pick in camp, the video going on the internet. So I feel like he don't put that target on his back.
That's that victim mentality, yo. He put that he making excuses. I mean, not excuses, but he's highlighting it. It means he's paying attention to it, saying he's going to limit it. That's that victim mentality, bro. You're not supposed to talk about that. You're not supposed to. So he probably going to throw picks again, honestly. He probably is.
No, I agree.
As soon as he starts going down that rabbit hole of picks, it's going to be like this, JRob. First 5 to 6 weeks, he'll probably be straight. But as soon as he starts messing up, that trend is just gonna follow him, bro.
I agree. And I think the other crazy part too about that whole thing is like, if it's not good this year, like let's say he throws a lot of turnovers and it's the same as it was last year, you know that there's no excuse. Like they said it was Kellen Moore's offense and what that was doing. Now, if the Chargers offense looks phenomenal and the Cowboys offense looks bad this year, or Dak doesn't look or plays to the capabilities that I'm not going to say me, but some people think he's supposed to play at, and he does not, then the conversation gets deeper, bro. Like now it becomes, y'all was saying it was Kellen Moore and the way that offense ran, too many deep shots and whatever. But if it doesn't look better in this season, the only person that's on is Dak, bro. I don't really see how you could weasel your way out of this one because Kellen Moore won't be the scapegoat this time. There won't be no scapegoat.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah, the issue I have with just people in general, especially in the NFL, like people just don't have patience, right? The Cowboys has been a team that has been going through injuries for the last 5 years now. They were even hurt last season. It's just the team was just so good enough because of that defense to be able to make it through without Dak. Right. So this timetable everybody's having like the Cowboys on, I get a lot of time has passed, but they've never had a fair share. And now I don't think the offense with, oh my God, what's the OC's name again?
Kellen Moore.
I don't think the offense with Kellen Moore wasn't bad. I thought it was actually really good. I thought they were executing fine. It just came down to, in that postseason game against the 49ers, you got to hold Dak to that. He missed some passes. I think Tony Pollard got hurt too. So even in the playoff game, Tony Pollard got hurt, which hurts their offense. He was a staple. Dak Prescott missing throws. I don't see why y'all just always want to point the finger to somebody to blame, where in reality, I mean, there's not really much to blame at that point. Y'all were battling through injuries, and your quarterback, if there's anyone to blame, your quarterback was the one missing some throws that was key moments for you guys. Couldn't capitalize on some opportunities. So you got to hold fire to him and not get rid of your OC, who's been doing a phenomenal job ever since he's been there.
And my question is this, but what up, JJ? How you doing, bro?
What's good, bro?
My other thing too, bro, the offense, everybody says it's on Kellen Moore, but bro, that offense that they say was Kellen Moore's fault, that Dak wasn't succeeding, bro, he made that thing work with Cooper Rush while he was out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm so confused. Like, that offense that worked with Cooper Rush. I mean, granted, they ran the ball a little bit more with Cooper Rush because you're not going to demand him to do as much as you're going to ask Dak to do, which is given. But still, they were winning football games. I don't.
I,
Go
I
ahead.
want to double down on what y'all were saying about Dak in general. Like, bro, key throws he was missing. It's more so even on top of that, like he's just throwing. There's sometimes where you just wondering what he was throwing in the first place. Like, bro, he's throwing ducks left and right, and he played less games than like most of the starting quarterbacks, and still have more interceptions thrown than them. And it's just crazy just to think about that. You know what I'm saying? So like. Paying attention to like the Cowboys and stuff like that, Kellen Moore. I feel like I've already said that. I said that a while ago, but I do feel like he was a scapegoat, and that's really now it's even more pressure on Dak, who's just gonna implode again and not be the best that he can be or was in his past. So
I mean, like I said, I think it was, I on Gridiron yesterday. I said I think Lamar Jackson has the most pressure coming into this year, but I said he was top three. But the other two for me, I think, in my eyes, are Justin Herbert and Dak Prescott.
mm.
What pressure Lamar got? He got paid.
No, so I'm gonna say why Lamar has pressure because unfortunately, I already remember you talked about the criticism. I think Lamar was over from his rookie year. I thought he was over criticized as a player after his rookie year. I think now, obviously, him being hurt last year and then the year before, even though I think if he would have got paid, I think he plays those last few games of the season. That's just my opinion. I'm speculating. I can't confirm nor deny that. But ultimately, Lamar Jackson, as over criticized as he's been, people have said he has not had weapons. Let's remember that one playoff game, 13 drops in one playoff game. That's ridiculous. I don't think he's had a great offensive core around. I think it's been his playmaking, running game, and Mark Andrews was carried that offense over the years and literally relied solely on his legs. And like almost to me, sometimes I don't want to say like a high schoolish offense, like all these running backs and tight ends, you're not spreading the ball out. I don't ever think that was a recipe to make him as great as he could possibly be. But the reason why I say he has the most pressure is because if they don't win, Dub, or if he doesn't look like the passer that people think is, I think if you lead the NFL in touchdown passes, you can throw the ball in the NFL. But people still think there's things you need to prove in that regard for that part of his game. I do feel like he can't have a bad year or they can't win. They have to at least be like a playoff semifinals, AFC championship caliber team, where I think the way people are going to look at Lamar, they're going to criticize the hell out of him. Mm-hmm. I got Dak because of obviously he's had a great defense, great offense, good weapons, and they've fallen short and he hasn't played well. So he needs to look like he's been worth the contract that he got, that he fought Jerry Jones about. And for me, with Justin Herbert is, I don't care about your regular seasons anymore. People are saying you're a top 5 elite talent. Some will say you're the second best quarterback in football. So if that's the expectation of some people, I'm not saying because it's not me, but if people look at you at this high caliber quarterback,
stop capping. That's you for Herbert.
I think he's top 3.
Nah, that expectation. You can't wait to criticize.
Yeah. No, I can't. It's not that I can't wait. I just don't feel like I've seen other guys do great things, and I just want him to be able to do that. Like I don't want to just see the talent anymore. Like I know what your talent. To me, if you look at the talent of Justin Herbert, he's easily top 5, top 3 talent, easily. But I just want to see it all get put together. Like I will still say that Jaguars game to me, no matter what nobody says, that Jaguars game will always leave a bad taste in my stomach about Justin Herbert, just because of the fact that, bro, you just needed 3 points in the second half and to go scoreless the way they did. That is not good. I don't care what people can say for excuses. You got to get that done. You have to. So those 3, and then obviously Aaron Rodgers, but I'm going to give him some grace because I think that Jets window is 2 years.
You know what the sad thing about Herbert is? I'm going to double back to Lamar. Mm-hmm. The sad thing about Herbert is the AFC is so stacked right now that if he misses the postseason, it's going to be so nasty. It won't even probably be his fault because the whole entire AFC is just stacked with just hitters. Oh, so if they miss the postseason, the narratives that's going to be spewed for him is going to be insane.
And once again, like they just got him Zay Flowers and Odell, bro. So like, if they think, I mean, and it's not crazy to think that they can make the playoffs with this type of receiver talent, but if they think based off of like I just don't think the Ravens compared to a lot of other teams they don't stack up. Like I feel like they're overachieved. They'll do if they go and make the playoffs and certain things like that.
With the offenses they've had, they've overachieved easily.
So yeah, I think they're more overachievers than anything. If people have these high expectations on them, I feel like it's like y'all are setting like the standard for a team that looks like that. Y'all want to have a team like that team was in. If that team was any other team but the Ravens, y'all want to be saying that. Y'all be looking at these teams like, oh well, they can win 10 games, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. But people want the Ravens because it's Lamar Jackson. They have so much criticism behind them. Every single little thing he does, he got drafted 30th and won the MVP. So now it don't matter. Whatever you do, I'm focused on you because if you even think about missing the playoffs, if you have Odell and Zay Flowers now on your team, you have no excuse to talk about people dropping the ball. You have no person telling me you can drop the ball now. You have one of the best receivers with the best hands in the league. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have no excuse because it's Lamar. But that's really is. It's just because it's Lamar, bro, and it's just the Ravens. You feel me?
Lamar.
See, good, fellas.
Lamar don't have pressure on him, in my opinion. Number one, especially if I'm Lamar Jackson.
What's good, Jalen?
Hey, Jalen.
What's good?
I'm looking at it like this, bitch. I just got paid. I was just having an MVP caliber season.
Right.
Feel me? Without this help, this coach is fucking trash. So he's up out of there. So in my head, I'm like, what pressures do I have? I'm like, bruh, I got my money. I got the talent. I got my OCs. I'm good. Let me go out there and do what I do best.
Yeah, let him ball.
He has to execute, though. Now he has to execute. So if he doesn't win.
But that's not as much pressure as like a Dak. That's not as much pressure as like a Herbert. That's not as much pressure as like who's some other guys, man? Deshaun Watson. You feel me?
But I don't think getting paid absolves you from pressure. Aaron, what's up? Welcome to the show. I don't think it absolves you at all, man. Because I think the money just make the pressure more to me.
Yeah, the more money you make, the higher standard you're going to be held to.
Like, why do you think? Yeah, why do you think we're so critical of Dak? Dak got that money.
I'm critical of Dak because he's just not good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, because the money.
On top of the money, though, the money make it worse.
But the money is like this. Like if I'm Dak Prescott, the money alleviates it because it's like, bitch, y'all still paid me even though I'm
Cowboys.
not.
But the Cowboys
on a personal lifestyle level,
are known for making dumb decisions like that too.
On a personal lifestyle level, I get what you're saying. Yo, I got paid. I don't really care. Sure, but still, on the football field, he's got to prove, go out there and win, especially after he got paid.
It's not about.
Aaron, do you have a TV on? Can you turn your TV down in the background? That's cool. We can hear it on the.
It's not about not caring, right? It's just about the pressure that people assume like that will come with. Majority time, bro, is like, bro, the pressure is probably players looking at is less to do with the contract, more to do with like the answering the call and stuff. So the contract thing that's coming up, I don't think it matters that much, bro, in my opinion.
Right.
Like Rudy Gobert, what kind of pressure he had because he made the only person that was bringing
that's
up
different.
That's different. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's different because we all think that's a bad contract already, as is. Nobody thought that was a good contract.
But the thing is, like, he don't have any added pressures because the only person that makes that point is me. But nobody brings up, yeah, you paying Rudy Gobert $41 million. He needs to play at a higher level. No, who does that?
I mean, I also don't think Rudy Gobert plays a
but
position.
But we do think he should play at a higher level, though. I think
all but not because of the contract, because he should be. Because the man has no post game.
That's true.
What about Aaron? You don't think Aaron Rodgers has a lot of pressure on him? I think he has a top 5 defense.
He does too.
Like he has all the pieces to win. So Aaron Rodgers better show up here.
That's not because of the money, though.
But you know,
this motherfucker had
for New York, though. So I'm not violating. This is for New York.
Yeah, this mofo had Lamar's been on the Ravens his whole entire career. This man goes to the Jets in the New York City. The time when, oh my God, you had a great wide receiver, you had a good running game, you had a good defense, and what did you do in the postseason? You folded up against the 49ers, right? So you have that stigma going along with you, where even though you had everything going for you, you still folded. Now you're in a new environment, and if you have the same exact thing, if nothing changes, bro, you're screwed. You're done. Bye.
Yeah,
and you're on a new franchise. You're on a new franchise that's not going to give you the same grace as the Green Bay Packers.
The Jets are getting it done this year.
I want to tack onto that too. I want to tack onto that because personally, if you really look at it, I feel like Aaron Rodgers, if anything, he was done with the Green Bay Packers. We're just being honest. Oh, yeah. I feel like the play that people try to go towards, people want to go towards like his like, oh well, he looked like he got worse. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's like. They're like, you know how Vince, that's what I'm saying. You know how Vince Carter just he needed to find a way to get out of there, bro. Right? Yeah. I feel like Aaron Rodgers personally, bro. Like you got rid of my star receiver, then didn't get me any more receiver talent until I realized Christian Watson was actually good, and then I was like, okay, hold on, let me actually try a little bit. You feel me? But he was over here tweaking out because, like, bro, y'all drafting quarterbacks to replace me. Y'all not getting me no weapons on the outside. Y'all telling me to go win a Super Bowl in this city that doesn't even that acts like they care, and then next you know when we lose they go blame me. What do you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I feel like
that city did not cook them as much as they should have.
they should have. No. I think they cooked them the majority last year. But like, bro, like you seen, I don't know if everyone has noticed, but you see as the time went on, ever since that one Super Bowl he won, they're like, bro, when you gonna bring it back? When you gonna take us back there? We're waiting. And then when they went to go play Tampa, and everyone thought they was gonna win, that's when the criticism really struck down, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. I mean,
who that?
Aaron, is that you, Dub? Aaron?
Is that God? That ain't me.
Is that God? He's coming through.
What I lost my train of thought. That distracted me for a minute. My thing with Aaron Rodgers is, I mean, the criticism had to come though, JJ. Even though he's my quarterback now, and obviously as somebody who's been on this platform and has been critical of him, I'm hoping that I'm gonna be way less now because obviously he's with the squad. But Aaron, you can't be doing that, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can't be doing that.
Yeah,
we can't be doing that. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers had 2 home playoff games, bro. This is what he said. Remember, this is things that he asked for. You know, they were bad with the 49ers. He said we need a home play. He said I would love to have an NFC championship at home. You bait that up. Not only do you bait that up, you got to remember, like I always say this, go through him 3 picks. You have ample opportunities to get that thing done, and you didn't. So now, but I will say this though, in his defense, I think seeing the moves he's made with the New York Jets, like the way first of all, Aaron Rodgers is outside. He don't be outside like that. He literally he went to OTAs. When's the last time Aaron Rodgers went to an OTA? When's the last time he's been to an OTA? He went to OTAs. He's literally embraced Sauce and Garrett and all these young players. I just think everything that everybody said he wouldn't do in Green Bay, he's doing with the Jets. And you can tell that he literally is going all in with this. But I also think he's doing it despite the Packers too. Like, screw y'all too, because you gotta remember he signed that big contract with them, and then literally he signed that big contract with them, and then literally he's like, you can have 35 million of it.
Wait.
JJ, you're muted.
What was the last point you made?
I was just saying, I think everything Aaron Rodgers is doing, he's done it to spite the Packers. Like, you know, everything you said I couldn't be as a teammate or as a leader, like I'm gonna do that here.
He wants to prove to them.
Just to add on, bro. If people really didn't think he wanted to stay there, like, bro, he didn't. Like JRob said, he didn't show up to OTAs for the last 2 seasons. This man talking about I'm gonna take a trip to see if I even want to play football. He was literally done with the Packers, bro. He didn't want to be there. Really, if we want to be honest, when they was taking the offers for Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? I know the 49ers offered something, bro. I know they did. I know they did, bro. But the Jets was just better. Yeah. The Jets was just a more compelling offer, bro. I'm just being honest.
I think in terms of like legacy, I think a Super Bowl win for Aaron Rodgers jumps him into another level of the conversation. Right? Like that second Super Bowl with all his records, 4 MVPs, 1 behind Manning.
He's top 5 again.
Second Super Bowl, he's in that top 5, top 3 kind of discussion. So that was
my fault for being late. My hair appointment a little bit longer.
You good. Let him finish his point.
Yeah, so I said Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers, that pressure, he's going to feel it. But again, and in the New York market, you know what the New York market's like. They're going to be on Aaron Rodgers. He's not going to get any passes in New York. Again, with the top 5 defense, got quality young receivers. Like I don't think there's any excuse for them not to get it done.
We'll probably have. I think we'll have the best defense in football this year. Honestly, I think everybody. Because I gotta admit, I think I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Maybe I'm in my New York. I'm in my New York today just because I'm just feeling like the air is good. You know, we got a game today against the Browns. We're gonna bust them up in preseason. But this is the first time as a Jets fan where I could legitimately say like the air feels different. Like this feels like we could really do something. Because let's be real, Aaron Rodgers is still one of them guys. I mean, he's top 5. He can still spin
arm
it.
talent, the IQ. Yeah,
I think the Niners defense is still, 1. But after that, Philly, I wouldn't mind putting the Jets ahead of like Philly and like the Cowboys.
And I think we're gonna, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna add Dalvin Cook. I'm be honest, if I'm Dalvin Cook, I would be. Look, this is my thing. I think in the era where like people running backs not getting paid, you should easily go to a team that has championship aspiration. Because
there you go, JRob.
Even when you losing, even anytime, like even if you win a championship, you always gonna find a way to get paid.
Right.
You feel me? So like there's always going to be new opportunities when you win championships. You know what I'm saying? Like that's always how it goes. So look at
LaShawn McCoy. Like he was able to kind of hold off and keep a couple of more years due to the fact that he was able to get a Super Bowl ring. You know what I mean? So I think it provides at least exposure. If you're playing in high leverage games, the more high leverage games, and you're able to be a contributing factor, it still allows you to get, some eyes on you. You know what I mean? There's still going to be some coaches that still can put in that good word for you, or execs that look at you. So instead of, going for the money at all occasions, sometimes the exposure and playing for high level situations can give you, more of a future bank. You know what I mean?
Do you think?
I do have a question, though. How do you feel about Garrett Wilson's projections as far as like receivers? And do you think what do you think his stat line is going to be playing with Aaron Rodgers?
I'm gonna be honest. I think if somebody playing a game right now, like the video game, turn that. If you're playing Xbox, turn that down. Yeah, Jordan, turn it down. My thing is, I think he'll be top 10 easily. Garrett Wilson's a top 10 level talent. I mean, people don't realize like. Bro had 1,100 yards with 3 different quarterbacks on some DeAndre Hopkins stuff.
Zach
like,
Wilson,
that's some Larry Fitzgerald stuff. No doubt.
I literally was gonna say he reminds me of D-Hop, JRob. As far as the wiggle, the intricacies, not really like a crazy like burner like Olave, but has the wiggle, has the route running, has
better yak.
Oh man, he just like I feel like when it comes to like hard contested catches, like. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna. Oh man, he's gonna have a field day with him. Go ahead, my fault, Jay.
No, you good. You good. I was just telling you, like I think he projects well. I think
1,200 yards, 8 to 10 touchdowns. He's gonna have a Pro Bowl caliber season.
Aaron, are you trying to speak? You could go if you want to speak. You could just say it. Hello.
Wait, what?
Aaron, I would have to. You gotta take for us.
Can she hear
us?
Can you hear us?
Wait, what?
Oh, it's silent. We're silent.
Oh, she's signing? Are you signing? Are you sure she's signing? All right.
At first she was. I don't know what she was.
Aaron,
she might be. Yeah, she might be. Yeah, I think she is.
No, I don't think so. This is actually maybe she is.
I think she's signed. I think that's correct. Yeah.
I'm not
in tune. I'm not in tune.
No, this is yeah. I'm sorry, but we gonna have to.
Oh my God. Yo, Jay's a bozo, son.
Cancel JRob.
I can't do it.
Lord.
Nah, it's not even like that. It's not.
No.
Like
I'm with you.
No, I understand.
I know y'all already know. Like, don't even do that to me. Chat, y'all see it. Don't cancel me. Y'all already seen what it was. Yeah. Stop laughing. Don't even. Yo, see, chat's about to gas it, bro. They're gonna gas it, bro. They're going to gas. Look. They're gonna gas it. They're gonna gas it. They're going.
Chill. TP.
Okay, do you guys think Jonathan Taylor's gonna get traded?
Jordan, chill out. Oh my God! The internet.
That's a hate crime. Is crazy.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are dead crazy.
It's undefeated, son. It's undefeated.
Yeah, the comments going crazy.
Bro just called me J Republican. Oh my
God. J Republican's crazy.
God damn.
All right, let's lock back in.
I had a question about the Dalvin thing.
Go ahead, Jordan.
About the Dalvin thing. You're going to hell.
No.
Do you think the championship aspirations and the championship hopes of the Jets overcome that feeling of playing for your home area team? Because I'm pretty sure a guy like Dalvin, being from Florida and being close to the Miami area, I think that would allow him to cope with taking less money and still somewhat competing for a championship, regardless of how you feel about the quarterback play or the defense of the Dolphins. They still have championship hopes due to the receiving core. So I kind of think that might be the only situation that could overtake the Jets as far as being on Dalvin's list of teams he wants to go to.
I see that part because everybody wants to play home. But let's be honest, y'all. Do y'all really think if you're looking at the Jets and the Dolphins, right? Do you really in your heart feel like the Jets have a better chance of going to the Super Bowl right now? If you're a running back, because as a running back, you only get your windows is short, especially in the way this league is set up right now. Like what they doing to running back is criminal. Like if you can win a Super Bowl, and the Jets are constructed right now to win a Super Bowl, and they have the bread to pay you. That's the thing people don't realize. The Dolphins don't have the same money the Jets have. That $35 million that Aaron Rodgers gave to them, that's going to be like 2 or 3 guys' salary. You can split up $35 million 4 ways if you do it right. If you do it right, you can split it up 4 ways with 4 good, decent players. Like, hey, if we don't get, let's say we don't get Dalvin Cook, Kareem Hunt is still available.
Right.
He hasn't even been signed. You could trade for Jonathan Taylor and have the money to pay him.
Yeah, y'all still have options to get a running back.
Y'all still got Brees coming back or something.
I think he's recovering still.
Yeah, but my thing now with the way this thing is set up, bro, I'd rather have 2 backs no matter what.
Fair point.
No matter what, because at the end of the day, even if I'm a running back in the league, like I want as least amount of wear and tear as possible. Ask Tyler Lockett about how he's been able to play football so long. Watch tape on Tyler Lockett play football. He goes to the ground before you even touch him. He's like, I'm good. I'm trying to play.
Shout out to
bro. Tell Quez Watkins that, bro, because that's what was supposed to happen against the Washington.
Frank for the exception. Guy took 15 years and still played.
Well, hold on, Dad. But there's an elephant in the room that I want to tap into. It's going to make everybody upset, but there's one thing we need to talk about. Jalen, you had made a comment. You had made a comment in our chat earlier today.
I'm cool.
No, Jordan, come back, Jordan.
That's
I need
real.
you.
That's real.
I need you here.
It's real stupid.
Please say to the chat and to us all.
Well, chat.
How you feel and what you said?
No, put him in the tight zone.
This is what we said.
Tight zone.
What we're gonna do is Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL and is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
Shut up.
Hold on.
Let him go, Doug. Let him go.
Hold up. So
let him give his reasoning. Let him give his reasoning.
So the reasoning behind it. Okay. So first, when
Say
debating
what you told
football,
us.
I always say football.
Wait, Jalen, start from the very beginning. I want because this might get clipped. Start from the beginning.
Gotcha. Okay.
Might
Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL and is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. And the reason for this, let's break down football as a sport as a whole first, right? When debating football players, when debating and ranking football players, I always say it's the hardest sport to rank individual players because it's the ultimate team sport and there's the most variables that contribute to one's production on the field. So when we look at like the running back position, we understand how important the offensive line is. Evan Smith has the numbers to beat everyone, but we realize that Barry Sanders is a better running back because when we watch him play, we realize what he had to work with the Detroit Lions, with the mediocre offense, with the mediocre offensive line. He was a better running back than Emmitt Smith. When you look at wide receivers, Jerry Rice has all the numbers, but there's a case to be made for Calvin Johnson, for Randy Moss, for Terrell Owens, guys like that to be better wide receivers because we understand their situations weren't as optimal as Jerry Rice's through those years. So with quarterbacks now, Joe Burrow has been faced with one of the worst offensive lines every year he's been in the NFL. He's made do with that because of his abilities. And when you look at his numbers now, when his offensive line wins in that game, when I say an offensive line wins, when they have a plus rating against the defensive line and he's given proper time to throw, he has past 2 seasons, last year and the year before, 72% completion percentage, first in the NFL, 9.4 yards attempt, first in the NFL, 41% first downs, first in the NFL, 114.4 passer rating, first in the NFL the past 2 seasons when his offensive line has a plus rating. So once you put him in a position to succeed, he has performed better than Patrick Mahomes. And the whole thing with Patrick Mahomes, I think that people have to give him a lot of credit for, which I don't think he necessarily deserves, is his ability to escape the pocket, make an amazing throw, get that first down, extend the play, all that. Thing with Patrick Mahomes is there's ways to extend the play without you leaving the pocket. You can just like guys like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, they weren't necessarily leaving the pocket. They were shuffling, moving their bodies a little bit, making a guy miss, and still throwing the ball. You don't necessarily have to run out of the pocket, make a crazy sidearm throw to try to get the play done. And a lot of for every one or two great plays that Patrick Mahomes has, he makes a lot of terrible passes or has to throw the ball away when he doesn't need to leave the pocket. If he works on his footwork in the pocket, it could be a lot better. While Joe Burrow, he'll play in the pocket and make the right throw. Doesn't always have to make the ESPN throw that that'll make SportsCenter at night, but he gets you the first down, gets you the completion, keeps the ball moving. Give me Joe Burrow over Patrick Mahomes all day, every day.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Jalen. All I'm thinking about is I know when you post them club stories about seeing the clubs in Toronto. Yeah. I know you go to the bathroom, get you a nice line of catnip, and just
Wait, Jalen.
Get a good line of the catnip and just.
Wait, Jalen. I heard you said degree.
Go ahead, Jalen.
I heard you said degree of difficulty. Do you and like?
I think Patrick Mahomes.
Wait, Dan, I got somebody for him. I got the big ooze here.
And I was gonna say this before Trent goes off. Do you not take consideration that receiving core that Joe Burrow has versus receiving core Patrick Mahomes had this year?
Look, without that, I think Jamar Chase, phenomenal receiver. T. Higgins without Joe Burrow is not without Joe Burrow is not that guy.
What, bro?
Without Joe Burrow, there's a lot of wide receivers.
Tyler Boyd.
You just let anybody talk.
One at a time.
Jamar Chase is particularly wide receiver. Top.
All right. Who call next?
One at a time.
You put T. Higgins with Russell Wilson. You put T. Higgins with some other mediocre quarterback. You're not getting over 500 yards.
You're about to get jumped.
Dub, go ahead.
This is about to be smooth. This is about to be smooth all over again.
Jalen, I'm about to. Yeah, you blew.
Yeah, let me set up JRob. Hold on.
Go, Dub.
That's what blew you?
Bro, the T. Higgins thing was crazy though. Like
he just said.
No, I know he said a lot of crazy things, but to say T. Higgins is a 500-yard receiver anywhere.
That's crazy.
Are you mad? Are you?
No,
bro, T. Higgins is.
JRob, was he even 500 yards? Was he even 500 yards in his rookie season?
He had like 800, I think.
Yeah, like
900 yards as a rookie without Joe Burrow.
T. Higgins.
So you're telling me, Jalen, listen to the words that are exiting your freaking mouth, bro. You tell me right now. You tell me right now. No. Jalen. I talk. You listen right now. You talk. I listen. You listen to me.
Go ahead.
You tell me right now. He didn't have Joe Burrow his rookie season, and he had 900 yards. The minute you tell him, no. Andy Dalton.
4,000-yard monster. Andy Dalton, 4,000-yard monster.
You're not real.
That's also because Russell Wilson. I said Russell Wilson last year. It was terrible too.
So the call T. Higgins a 500-yard receiver without Joe Burrow is insanity.
You just lied. I don't know. BFF is doing this to your brain, and I don't know why.
Bro, he had almost a K with Andy Dalton, so I don't even understand.
It's the white lines, man. I'm telling you.
It's that nip.
I'm telling y'all, bro.
Trent,
I don't know what's in the air Canada, man.
Trent, what do you have to say about this blasphemy,
man? I mean, he said this shit about T. Higgins. He's just saying dumb shit. I don't understand. Like, he says he watches football games. I don't understand how he's trying to say,
I actually rock with the Bengals now because I'm rocking with Joe Burrow. So
you're rocking with the money line that you can get. You're rocking with the money line.
Get him, Trent. Get him.
I don't understand how you watch T. Higgins play and be like, oh, he goes with Russell Wilson. He gets 500 yards. Do you see what T. Higgins is playing? Do you see what type of player he is?
Yeah, T. Higgins is a dog.
And then, JRob, we doing these hypotheticals. If we
want to buck, Trent, keep it a buck. If T. Higgins on the Giants right now, he'd be the best receiver on the team.
Duh.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yes.
No, that's my point.
Yes.
But Trent, that's my point. That's the type of player he is. He go to certain teams. He's easily their one.
Bro,
how many teams is T. Higgins the one for, really, though?
The only thing that Joe Burrow,
the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons.
He might be
the playoff team. 49ers. We go there. Be the best one.
Yeah.
If you go to the Panthers, he's the one, bro.
That's fair.
Go to the Panthers right now.
If he goes to the Indianapolis Colts, he's the one.
Yeah, the Colts. I said the Colts.
The only thing that Joe Burrow really do better than Patrick Mahomes is short accuracy.
Yeah, that's it. Accuracy. That's it.
Thank you, Jamar. Are we gonna mention that nigga? Thank you, Jamar Chase.
But Trent, I don't even want to give him.
All right, bro.
Running those slants.
Because I don't think there's any. I don't think.
What you about to say? Hold on, JRob. Hold on.
No, I was saying was that I don't think Patrick Mahomes has showed any inaccuracies at any level of throwing the football.
Right.
And
bro,
using the O-line argument is disgusting.
You lucky I'm
But
not
no,
trolling
that's
right
so people don't realize how
you lucky I'm not trolling right now.
the line literally helps the quarterback, the running back, the entire
I'm not gonna lie. Even it'll be different. We're talking.
He's a number one on the Chiefs.
It'll be different.
Bro.
We're talking about Jared Goff or somebody like what's his name? I know the Chiefs online. It's probably like top 5, but the Bengals online is not that bad as we've seen. Yes, he got sacked 13 times. One time. Like, the O-line ain't that right. The O-line ain't that bad. So like,
ain't that bad for the Bengals?
No, the O-line this second half of this season, there was a good the O-line was actually straight. The second half of this season,
I will say this. Hey, hold up. Let me double down on y'all boys. I will say this: when their O-linemen were getting injured last year, they did actually step up. I don't know how, but they did. When their full O-line was back, they were worse. Now
the only thing I can give for bro is because he has a top 5 offensive coordinator ever in Andy Reid.
Yeah, if you would have said like the Bears O-line this year, like the Bears had a bad O-line this year. The Bears had a bad O-line this year, but the Bengals wasn't really that bad. Like if you want to say like Joe Burrow rookie year, they was bad that year, but the Bengals improved their O-line, and only that. He also has. I know people call Joe Mixon overrated. He's still a good running back. He's better than the Chiefs running back.
Joe Mixon overrated.
Nah,
some people call him overrated. I don't know.
Where are we rating him? Where are we rating him? Top 10?
He's not top 10. So I mean, like
top.
I don't know.
But
I think I'm not going.
We'll look at it.
Joe Burrow, bro. Joe Burrow is closer than Jalen Hurts than he is Patrick Mahomes.
But also Jalen.
I could agree with that though.
And also Jalen,
you're missing the point. But
and also Jalen, you gotta put Joe Burrow.
Patrick Mahomes clears everybody.
That's the point.
And Jalen.
No. Hold on.
There's a gap between the tier.
No. Hold on. Because Jalen in his argument said that the NFL is hardest to rank because everything is so flip floppy and everything is so can be one way, this way, that way.
Right.
You took at this position the clearest consensus number 1 in the last 10 years, and you're trying to make it an argument because you want to be different. Why?
No.
And Jalen.
I think Patrick Mahomes has been put in a more optimal situation from the start of his career than Joe Burrow has.
No. I want to put
Yeah, but the talent shines through regardless.
He lost a top 5 receiver and was told.
The only thing that was more optimal though than what Burrow had was the O-line.
Yeah, O-line.
I also think the Andy Reid system. I think Andy Reid being there is huge.
No, that offense is Zach Stacy. Zach Stacy's out there calling plays. Chill out. Don't do that.
Yeah,
I think the
I'm not really trying to hear that because listen, Zach Stacy does not get enough credit for how the job he's done.
And
Andy Reid is the better coach. Andy Reid is the better coach. What I'm saying is, I'm not using Andy Reid as an excuse to knock the argument of the two. Just because of how well the Bengals offense has been, regardless of the O-line and the weapons that they've had. My question to you, Jalen, is, people pose this question a lot, like what does one player do better than the other? And I feel like the only thing you're going to say that one player does better than the other is like you'll say Joe Burrow you think he stands in the pocket more than one guy. But this is the thing. What makes Mahomes so much better than him is the artistry of what he can do within the pocket. His pocket's presence is different because of his mobility. You're acting like Joe
Burrow got mobility too.
But it's not like Mahomes.
If Joe Burrow
has trying to escape the pocket. He's not trying to escape the pocket with this intention to run. He's moving around in that pocket to make plays. He's the best. I, for a long time, thought the best improviser in football, just from the pocket. When I say improvise, just like not quick to take off, will sit back, find something. I thought it was Aaron Rodgers and Rush. I thought it was Aaron Rodgers and Rush for a long time as the best 2 improvisers I've ever seen. And before that, it was Donovan McNabb. Now it is far and away Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah,
he's the best mobile magician I've ever seen behind the line of scrimmage. It is ridiculous.
And not only that, Jalen, I would say, why don't you put Joe Burrow's health into consideration? Because he just got hurt in training camp. He was hurt his rookie season, and that's the thing. Joe Burrow's great, but he also is getting hurt a lot now too.
Hurt, but I think that's just like unlucky. I mean,
Y'all not
gonna lose sleep on that.
Or is that unfair to say? Because
I mean, injuries. It's just sometimes just like it's bad luck.
Yeah, I mean that his rookie year like definitely put a toll on him.
And plus, if you want to say Mahomes went to the better organization, sure, but still, the Chiefs haven't like.
But the Bengals have been picking up people. Like
and only that the Chiefs clearly went to a whole nother stratosphere when Mahomes, because like before they were just mid-average. They'll make it to make the playoffs, lose in the first round, maybe get to the second round. But with Mahomes, they went to automatic Super Bowl contention. Like think about it. I don't think he missed the AFC Championship yet at all in his career.
He hasn't.
Like it's Mahomes. It's literally the Mahomes invitational right now.
Jalen, I have a question for you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not moved by the talent mixed with the success at all?
No, I think super impressed. What he's done, what Patrick Mahomes has done since he's been a starter in the league.
You think Pat Mahomes is more talented than Joe Burrow, right? Would you say that? Would you agree?
I think he's more talented.
Yes, talented.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Think about that.
Okay. I don't know why you were thinking about it because now you're saying it like you're just.
I think Mahomes is a little more like the IQ, the intelligence. I think is more intelligent QB.
No, who's more talented?
Okay. And so, all right, but you do think he's more talented. Is there a gauge for how much you think he's more talented by any means? Like, is it like close? How do you feel about it?
I would say probably like 20%, 25 to 20%.
20% more talented than Joe Burrow?
No, Shiesty. Do you understand Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow can make every throw Patrick Mahomes can make.
No, he can't.
Every throw.
Wait, time out.
Y'all getting hyped.
Jalen, real quick. Repeat what the fuck you just said.
Joe Burrow can make any.
Stop letting him lie on public platforms, dog.
Y'all getting excited just because Patrick Mahomes chooses to run outside the pocket, do some underhand left-handed throw. Y'all get excited.
I'm gonna say this. Hold on. I got him. I'm gonna tell you why you're so wrong. It's almost
grown ass man.
I'm gonna tell you why you're so wrong because the difference between Mahomes. I'm gonna tell you the difference between Mahomes and every other quarterback in the game right now,
ever,
and really any quarterback ever, is the way he can throw off platform. Different from anybody in the game.
Some of the throws that Josh Allen can make.
The throws. It's not just those on the move. It's making a throw with a guy draped over you, not being able to set your feet, and it's just all arm talent. To be able to get your shoulders square while somebody got their legs in your hand and throw
not
something
even
on the
driving
side.
the ball, but still
to be able to have your body straight forward. Somebody going this way, don't look at them and throw the ball this way. Not everybody can do that.
I don't remember. Hey, JRob, I don't remember.
No one can do that.
I don't remember.
Even if we talk about
that's the only
make difficult throws for no reason though. He puts himself in position.
No, Jalen.
I think they're unnecessary for himself to put himself.
Hold on. Even if we're talking about off-platform throws,
Cam
matters because that's a different game changer. If you're able to throw off platform and throw 80 fucking yards, damn, like
you know if Joe Burrow can do that, the offensive line wouldn't be as big of a problem.
There we go.
No one would talk about that.
You know that, right?
That's the point.
They will not talk about
that, right?
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Jalen, you do understand that when Patrick Mahomes stands tall in the pocket,
Mahomes, that's why he got sacked 13 times as a rookie.
Yo,
that's just the offensive line's fault.
Bro, Jalen, you do understand when Patrick Mahomes stands tall in the pocket, he doesn't, and when he doesn't even have to move, and he just throws a dart down the sideline, 50 yards. You know Joe Burrow can't even do that just regularly. Like he can't do that.
You think Joe Burrow doesn't have a bigger arm, or just as strong as the arm?
Are you asking questions? Please say you're asking the question.
Go, Jalen.
Mahomes definitely has a stronger arm. But again, if Mahomes can throw for 80 yards, Joe Burrow can get you 70. It's not the gap.
No, he can't.
No. Now y'all lying. Joe Burrow the dick and dunk quarterback. He ain't Tom Brady.
Tom Brady got a stronger arm than Joe Burrow.
I think Joe Burrow has a stronger arm than Tom. I think Joe Burrow has a stronger arm.
Tom right now, sure.
No, Jalen.
Joe Burrow doesn't have a weak arm. I'm not going to say that.
I'm not saying he has a weak one, but you trying to compare to Patrick Mahomes?
But hold on, Jalen. The two strongest arms in the league are Mahomes and Allen by far. It's those two. Then you have Trevor Lawrence, Matthew Stafford.
I'll probably say
Aaron Rodgers,
Trevor Lawrence and Herbert.
Burrow's not going to get named for a little bit.
Actually,
Burrow's literally called out for literally having a. Burrow's literally
wait, hold on.
Wait.
Burrow's literally might have the strongest arm in football. Might be AR. That boy up.
It's not.
Burrow's literally been caught.
We're not talking accuracy, so
hold on. There's film on Burrow. There's film on Burrow not even doing a full. There's full film on Burrow not even doing a full drop because he knows that he's gonna have to throw that junk about further than what it actually has to go to just to get the ball to Jamar Chase to score a touchdown. And to his credit, he's playing with smart IQ and being a smart quarterback, so he understands that. But
Joe Burrow doesn't have a top 5.
If Patrick Mahomes is in that pocket, he doesn't even have to. He'll do his full drop and still get the ball out there.
Lamar has a strong arm.
And then what's his name? Chad. We're not talking about like who can throw the most yards. We're talking about he said arm talent.
Yeah,
that's
just
I think it's underrated Joe Burrow's arm.
See, y'all sleep.
No, we're not saying he has a weak arm.
Hear me. It is not close to Patrick Mahomes.
Joe Burrow's arm
It will never be close. It never has.
What about Josh Allen? I say Josh Allen.
I promise you, I'm not asleep. I'm not asleep. I'm wide awake.
I'm taking Herbert's arm over Burrow. I'm taking Trevor Lawrence.
I'm not taking Josh Allen's just the arm talent part. I guess, but if I'm having a thrower, I'm taking Burrow as a thrower.
I agree.
No, I agree.
More accurate.
We agree.
Accurate at throwing the deep end inside the numbers than Josh.
Oh yeah, we're just talking about arm strength, like power.
Okay, so what about just like throwing the ball? Just like someone who's throwing the ball. Who are you taking over Joe Burrow?
Okay, Joe Burrow.
Mahomes.
The only person I'm taking over Joe. Only person I'm taking over him right now in terms of throwing the football.
I'm still taking
it's really I'm not taking A-Rod. I'm just taking Mahomes.
In a year, you know what's crazy, JRob?
Not a year.
I'll give you this, Jalen.
I mean, but Rodgers is just as good though. Rodgers and Burrow is tied.
Y'all know what's the crazy thing? I don't have another quarterback that I'll take over Burrow other than Mahomes. I'll just tell you that right now. I'll be completely honest.
I'll keep it a band 1,000.
I'm taking A-Rod.
You can have A-Rod. Y'all can have A-Rod. But the difference. I think everyone agrees.
Hold on, JJ. Y'all said that when A-Rod checked out already. We talking about a locked-in A-Rod? That arm is still alive. That's a live wire arm.
I'm just talking about in the general consensus. I'm talking about in the general consensus right now. I'm just talking about
who A-Rod?
Lamar.
A-Rod, Lamar. There's gonna be a few guys up for MVP this year.
Hey, hot take. I'm sorry.
For me personally, all I'm saying is
Trevor Lawrence.
I'm going to take Joe Burrow over the plethora of other quarterbacks right after him, but it's way closer. But the difference is all of us have a general consensus at the end of the day of understanding whoever y'all have at 2. It's that whoever is at 2 ain't nowhere near close to number 1.
No,
and there is no conversation to be held. PFF can't tell me different. PFF can't show me that. PFF can't tell me that Patrick Mahomes is close to Joe Burrow in terms of arm strength or anything. PFF can't show me. PFF can't show me that Patrick Mahomes can stand tall in the pocket and won't be poised and can't be poised under pressure and actually still handle the rock with the downsize of his receiver cast. PFF can't tell me that. You know what can't tell me that? Watching the football games and just understanding I ain't never seen a goddamn person that looks like Patrick Mahomes in my life.
And Jalen,
wait, Dev, wait. I get it. So you get it.
You don't understand.
We won't be having this conversation right now.
No, I got Burrow 1, Mahomes 2. It's not unclear.
Wait till my time. Watch this.
Because how do you have the quarterback?
I figured out why he has him too. I figured out why he has Burrow 1. The PFF shit.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way after what he's done in the league that you have anybody over Patrick Mahomes. It's literally impossible.
So that's impossible. So to me, with football, the whole winning concept, I don't value winning championships in football as much. Again, it's such a team-oriented game. I think there's so many great quarterbacks we're never put in the position.
No.
You put Joe Burrow in that position. You put Joe Burrow in Patrick Mahomes' position last year. You think he's winning?
I think if Joe Burrow was on the Kansas
City, D-Man about to cook you now.
You think if Joe Burrow was in Patrick Mahomes' position last year,
hold on, y'all. Let me get into these. Let me get these super chat. Hold on. Let me get.
How much do you pay your dealer?
Jordan, you just heard what I said, bro.
Go,
Jay. I just said let me do these super chats, bro. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. What's up, y'all? Thoughts on Justin Ross? He was a good receiver in Clemson before he got injured, and he's showing out in camp. And shout out to JRob, Gear 5 only a few days away. Yes, sir.
He gonna be good.
I already know.
He's gonna be solid.
I already know Justin Ross is a dog. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a dog. If you know about Justin Ross, you know he's a dog, bro. He would have been a lock first rounder if he didn't hurt his back. And Gear 5 on the way. Ultimate One Piece episode this Saturday on Players Choice. Make sure y'all tune in.
Late round steal fantasy.
Angie Carr, now he has to succeed in New York. No excuses. Talking about Aaron Rodgers. That's a fact. No excuses. Jalen, don't do this, bro. Please. He already did it. Jalen beat Glazing Ohio dudes. Braun now Burrow eggplant with the splash. Jalen got Joe Burrow beanie to match his Braun.
That's crazy.
That's what he said. All right, but hold on. Because I don't think any of us agree with you, but I am about to shake the room a little bit, though. I'm about to shake the room. Y'all do know, though, all of this Burrow, T-Law, Justin Herbert, all of this stuff is about to be in question soon about the top. Because you understand, next year, better than Bryce Young, better than C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, I'm going to turn my camera off.
There's a demigod coming to the league. Demigod. And
I know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you. After his rookie year, you're not going to like this. After his rookie year next year in the NFL.
Does he wear number 13?
He's going to be he's going to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. He's going to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL after his rookie year, and he goes by the name of Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Oh. By the time his rookie year in the NFL is over, he will automatically be a top 10. I'm projecting.
But this is what
I'm
projecting.
My predictions be spot on, bro.
Bama, I said Bama because I see in the comments. Y'all gonna make these dudes one of these, like, if they don't pan out, y'all gonna make them the biggest bust of all time. Let's say he's in the top 5.
You ever say the same thing about Trevor Williams?
I don't already see somebody put Bijan in the top 10. Like, bro,
Bijan is top 10.
He is. And he not already in there.
Trent, hold on. There's certain players. Hold on, Trent. There's certain players that I'm shattering the mold for. I think they unbustable. Pause.
Thanks, Jordan.
Like for example, For example, I knew Michael Parsons was going to be a top 10 defender in football after coming into the league. Coming into the league, I knew he was going to be top 10 because he's crazy like that.
I was high on Khalil Mack too. I'm not going to hold you coming out of Buffalo.
Coming into the NFL. Saquon Barkley coming into the NFL. We knew he was going to be top 10.
Hey, Sauce a top 5 corner already.
It took us 3 games. It took us 3 games to know Mahomes was top 10, bro. It took us 3 games.
But here's the thing. But
Trevor Lawrence was hyped too. Trevor Lawrence was hyped too.
Bro, after them first 3 games, we knew Pat Mahomes.
Okay. Hey, look how you said after the first 2 games. Let the nigga play 3 games.
I don't think he needs him, bro. I don't think he needs
No. Caleb Williams is tough though.
Caleb Williams. Listen. Caleb Williams, in terms of a draft prospect, is a better draft prospect to me coming out of college right now. Joe Burrow, Cam Newton.
He's not lying.
Tua Tagovailoa.
You said it better than Cam. I can't get it.
Why you're saying as a prospect.
I see why.
Andrew look coming out.
You better prospect Andrew Luck.
I'm not mad like Cam. I'm saying who I think. I think he's a better prospect than Andrew Luck. Easily. Easily to me.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Y'all,
I don't think
I watch as much college tape as anybody, bro. But I'm talking when it comes to college, bro, I will legitimately call myself an expert when it comes to college football. Because I watch as much college football as anybody. I've seen all of these guys play at their peak. I've seen Luck. I've seen Trevor Lawrence. I've seen Deshaun Watson. I've seen Mariota. I've seen Cam at when it was happening. Why do you think I'm with Trent? Tim Tebow's one of the most overrated college quarterbacks ever. I saw it for 2 years. I know it was overrated. Ask Stetson Bennett and Mac Jones what it's like to play with an elite team. Ask them what happens when you play with a bunch of Hall of Famers. Ask them what it's like to play with a defense where a whole 11 is going in the first round.
That's crazy. That was a crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think, I think there's people who like, bro, I knew Watson was going to be a dog in the NFL. I don't know how Mitch Trubisky got over him. I'm blaming it on the privilege. You feel me? There's no way. There's no way.
Reggie Bush with Pano?
I feel like everyone has Lamar Jackson. No way Lamar Jackson. After what you see from Lamar, how does Lamar fall to 32? We saw him 2 years.
That was crazy.
How did he go to 32?
Bro, I'm just saying though, bro. But just let them play, please, bro.
I understand what you're
saying. He said better than Cam, Trent.
I knew, but hold on, Trent. We knew Andrew Luck was gonna be good the moment he stepped foot on the field.
Here's the thing, though. He wasn't good his first year.
But we knew he was.
That offense was terrible. Hold on, that offense.
We still know he was going to be elite, bro.
We knew he was running. He was walking into a minefield.
We knew
he was walking into a minefield. We knew that for sure.
Hell. No, I'm gonna give him this. JRob is right because Caleb Williams is one of the best prospects we ever seen with his mobility, playmaking ability.
Over him, I'm not mad at that. If you like
okay, fair point.
I'm gonna say there's only 3 prospects that I will say if you like them over, I won't be mad about. Cam, I won't be mad about. I won't be mad about Andrew Luck. Andrew.
What about Trevor Lawrence coming out of college?
No, I like him as a prospect more than Trevor Lawrence. But if you said Deshaun Watson or Joe Burrow, thank you. I won't argue those guys.
Joe Burrow special.
I won't argue those guys.
I think, but Joe Burrow had, that 1 year was amazing. I think Caleb Williams last year, and he's gonna have another year to prove it again.
He had two top 7 NFL receivers.
Listen,
I don't care.
Caleb Williams, whether I want to admit this or not, Caleb Williams was the number 1 pick in the draft the moment he came into that game versus Texas. They was down by 21 plus points against their biggest rival, one of the biggest rivalries in college football, and played like an absolute monster. And from that moment, he was the number 1 pick in the draft coming into his class, and he ain't looked back since, bro.
Is he still projected to go number 1?
And right now, honestly, bro,
not close.
I'm sorry, bro. Believe it to me, I hate to say it. I think on the face of this earth right now, Caleb Williams is one of the 15 best quarterbacks on the planet Earth.
Him and Drake made a team of quarterbacks coming to.
He's not played a game of football yet, and I think Drake May is a crazy prospect too.
I got a question. May is crazy. So if you are the Cardinals, right? Being that you have the whole
Kyler, where would you like to go? Kyler, where would you like to go?
That's what you're trading Kyler.
And this is no slight to Kyler. This is no slight to Kyler. I just if Caleb Williams is in the draft, you take him. They could say it's glazed and I'm glazing crazy. I watch football. Like I watch
not only that context, the Cardinals did it. The context did the same exact thing when they had Josh Rosen. They said they saw Kyler Murray and said buy Josh Rosen. You got Kyler. Even though Kyler Murray is way better than Josh.
I was not high on Josh Rosen.
I know.
A year from now, everybody in this chat who's making fun of me, these clips are going to get recycled. And y'all all gonna have to say, JRob, everything you told me about Caleb Williams, he was right. You know that glazes. I think it should be the Raiders. If I'm the Raiders, I want Kyler Murray. He needs to be able to compete in that division.
I'm saying
compete in what division?
The AFC West. You need something.
They defense
it's better than Jimmy G. It's better than Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
It's better than Jimmy G, but they can't stop nobody.
Atlanta could be a destination. If I'm Atlanta,
we're good. We're good.
What you mean you good?
You know what I want to do?
Y'all better stop playing with
I want to pay for that nigga.
I've been saying.
I want to win.
I want Mahomes. I'm getting Mahomes.
Exactly.
Thank you. Desmond play?
I will not let Desmond play as my quarterback, dog.
I would like to
Desmond hasn't played a game yet.
I would like to formally announce that I'd rather get, and I finally came to this conclusion about 2 months ago.
I want to win.
I'd rather have Marvin Harrison on my football team I'm just gonna be honest.
Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out.
I'm gonna be honest. Because guess what? Hold on, wait.
That's not
crazy.
He's like the Caleb Williams for receivers.
Yeah, he's not.
The reason why I'm saying
we just drafted two back to back.
New York. We just watched the New York Jets go get that boy up in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? You did what I'm saying. Now just read where I'm going with this. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the offensive talent. Look at all the offensive talent we got on our team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Drake London. You know what I'm saying? We got Pitts. You know what I'm saying? You know, you add Marvin Harris.
Matt Collins looking like an action figure.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. John Smith over there too. Bijan, Tyler.
That would be a talented skill team. That would be like
that has nobody to throw them the ball.
You keep saying that you see the 49ers gang? They don't got nobody throwing the football.
49ers. You are not.
We don't have the wine. We don't have the winning game. We don't have shit.
Hold on. I will say this though.
We have nothing like the 49ers.
That might be in the Kyler Murray business.
Nothing.
Hold on. Go ahead, JRob.
Could be the 49ers.
Bro. JRob.
I don't think they would get
Atlanta. Do you make a move?
JRob, pay attention to this. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have a problem.
I want to win.
Hold on.
I just win this division easily.
One mic.
We're gonna go 7-10 anyway.
JRob, that's all I'm trying to say, right?
Bro,
and I feel like you can see the vision, bro. Like we can get a guy like Kyler.
No, I get it.
But I'm saying, he's saying we don't have the running game. You just lied because we just had Tyler Algier be 1,000-yard rusher, splitting carries with two other running backs, and Caleb Huntley's not even good. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? We just got Bijan. We got Bijan, a top 10 running back in the league already.
You're gonna
pair him up.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, I'm not taking.
And
in the draft, though, he changed the quarterback.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Give me the third. Give me the second overall pick. Give me the second overall pick. I promise you, I'm walking out with Marvin Harris.
Oh yeah, if you have the second overall pick,
if you can't get Kyler,
I mean Drake May.
Wait,
I don't want Drake May. I want Marvin Harris.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't want Drake May.
Kyler OD though. Like, bro, if there's a chance if ATL can get a reasonable trade for Kyler. Take that shit.
You gotta take it, bro. The kind of offense you can run with the weapons they got is ridiculous. The weapons they would have with Kyler.
Because also here's in his
Kyler's not whack. I don't think Kyler's whack.
In his game, I don't think the asking price for Kyler is gonna be that high anyway. So like, imagine like, boom, let's say we have a good year, right? Like I think we can easily win this division. I think we can because the division's weak anyway.
Division for the next 10 years if we get this.
Can I say one thing too? Can I say one more thing? Let me just interject real quick, y'all. This is for the chat. We're not saying Kyler Murray is ass, but what we're saying is the Cardinals are going to be ass, and they're going to lose. They're going to probably not win one game this year because we don't even know what that team looks like. They're probably going to win 1 or 2 games this year and probably have the number 1 pick. And so because they're going to have the number 1 pick, there's no way you're not taking Caleb Williams with the number 1 pick if you have it because of the talent he is. This is the closest thing I've seen of Mahomes since Mahomes, and I think he might be he is that. Like, this kid is going to be a 15-year starter in the NFL. I'm putting all the pressure on him. I don't care. Because that's the standard I really see. I think he is that good. I think he is not busted at all. But if I'm a team that realizes that Kyler Murray is coming in, is probably going to be available because I'm grabbing Caleb Williams. If I'm Kyler Murray, I'm looking at a team like Atlanta. I'm looking at the 49ers. I would be potentially looking at the Dallas Cowboys, depending on how this season goes.
Wow.
Dead ass. I'm looking at the Commanders if Sam Howell doesn't work out. There are teams that Kyler Murray can completely plug and play right now. The Giants.
We're not.
I'm just saying. If Daniel Jones don't the Giants could be a possibility. There's teams out
there. I have a question for you.
Who literally have a possibility to go get Kyler Murray that season.
If the Giants trade for Kyler Murray, I will lose my shit. That will be the most hilarious game ever.
I have a question.
All I'm saying is, go ahead, Jared.
Hold on, Go ahead, Dad. Home of the Rams. That boy outside.
Yeah, Grayson.
Okay, for
Grayson.
Hey,
D-Man, hold on, D-Man.
Hey,
D-Man. You can hear me, D-Man?
Yeah, I get you now. Yeah.
Go tell my young boy Jalen Bell I said was good. We interviewed him on BAM. Him and his brother. Yeah,
Okay.
he interviewed him weeks ago. Actually, he came on Bam. Tell him I said what's good and go Tigers, man. Tell my dog I said what's good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Dan.
Them my little man equipment. My bad, y'all. Them my little man equipment.
You know you good. You good. Dev, ask that question.
Okay, to you, JRob, who do you think is a better prospect at their position? Marvin Harrison or Caleb Williams for their position? Who's the better prospect?
It's a tie, bro. Well, actually, let me say. Actually, I'm gonna say it's not a tie because I look at guys like Andrew Luck, Cam coming out. There's guys that like could literally be argued over Caleb, depending on who you ask. To me, though, Marvin, he's the best wide receiver prospect ever. That includes Moss, Calvin, everybody. The sliders are on 99 everywhere. I'm gonna tell you why. He's a better route runner coming out of college than Calvin and Randy. Just as good of a deep threat. Just as good at hands. Better. He's not just as good as a deep threat. What tape are we not watching?
That's Randy Moss.
No. It's Randy Moss. Your highest spot.
Okay. All right. 97 to a 99. 97 to a 99.
No, 97.
95. 95.
I'll
give him 95, Jay. I'm not giving him 97, bro. Randy Moss is like this.
I agree. Randy Moss is good. I agree. Randy Moss is the greatest deep threat. We're talking about one component. Overall prospect, it's not close.
The only thing I blinked at.
Marvin has the entire thing.
Yeah. I'm with you on everything else, but
is 95 plus in every statistic.
That's fair.
That's 6'4", bro.
So
I've never seen a more complete receiver in my life, bro.
So if you had Randy and Marvin in the draft, you're taking Marvin first?
That's not fair because I know I'm automatically know what it's not a good question to ask. I know what Randy Moss has done in the NFL. So even if I answer the question now, it's automatically biased.
Based on what Randy did in college versus what he's talking about Marvin did in college.
And we're talking about in college. If I never knew what Randy.
Marvin is crazy though.
What?
Whoa.
I never knew. Hold on. Time out.
You didn't know what Randy.
Hold on. If I didn't know what Randy Moss's career, if I don't know who Randy Moss's career was, I didn't know what Randy Moss's career was in between him and Marvin Harrison. It would be so close that literally I probably have to flip a coin. In terms of who they were as prospects in college, I'm completely disregarding his NFL career. Who they are as college athletes, it is that close. And if y'all don't think that, bro, I gotta start thinking. Y'all gotta stop looking past the name and start watching this fucking.
And look,
tape.
but look though.
Watch this tape.
You said a flip coin. This nigga Jalen just said
I'm
taking Marvin easily.
No, I'm not saying easily. I'll have to flip a coin.
What's wrong with you, dog? What is wrong with you?
No. That too would be too hard to pick from. I
was asking JRob, like based on their college. Look, I haven't watched a lot of Marvin. I haven't watched a lot of Marvin Harrison in college. That's not me. I haven't seen a lot of him in college. I haven't seen that film.
Listen, what I saw Marvin Harrison Jr. do to that Georgia defense was unruly.
Yeah, it was insane. It was crazy.
The fact that
unruly. Trent, don't sit back like that. That was unruly.
It wasn't fair.
Don't say that was unruly what he did to that defense. So that was crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I knew Deshaun Watson was one of the best quarterback prospects I ever seen. Because even when they lost the game, I said
Randy Moss is the greatest college receiver ever.
I said Clemson did not lose from Deshaun Watson, bro. I'll tell you that right now. That's why when he came back and they won against Alabama, I said he been deserved this.
Doesn't matter.
Bro, JRob, just to tie it back in, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, if you have
the number 2 pick in the draft, you have to take Marvin Harrison Jr.
We watched this dude. No, bro.
No, Marvin Harrison is top 3.
People will tell you Drake, take Drake. Man, I'm telling you, as a Falcons fan right now, I'm not gonna lie. I said to myself, I was like, look, if we could get first, it's number 1 and 2, it won't happen. But we got no 1 and 2. I said it's over for the league. You know what I'm saying? We already won the league. Year one.
If we get one, who are you taking?
Yo, lie. I'm up here and lie.
Now you nasty.
Lie.
That's actually nasty, JJ.
Actually,
that's nasty.
Hill right now.
Nah, solo cam.
Let him down this hill.
Put the main screen on him.
You gotta take a receiver or a quarterback.
Say it with a straight face.
I'm up here in cap. Say it with a straight face. If the Falcons
I'm capping. How y'all gonna say I'm capping, bro? Because
go ahead.
If the Falcons
answer my question.
You get fired.
If the Falcons have the number 1 pick, what?
The Falcons have the number 1 overall pick. I'm not even gonna lie. Marvin Harrison Jr. You are not Atlanta Falcon.
Wow.
You're lying.
He's lying.
We understand how important the QB position is. We understand how important the QB position is.
Hold on. We just drafted 2 pass catchers back-to-back years in the top 8, and Drake.
We're gonna take another one.
Nah, it wasn't back-to-back. It wasn't back-to-back. It wasn't back-to-back. It wasn't back-to-back.
We took
you taking a weapon.
You're right.
We did.
I'm thinking you saying
we're taking 3 pass catchers in 4 years.
Yes.
Over a generational quarterback.
Hey, I have a generational wide receiver.
Give me your job. Give me your
generational wide receiver. Listen, all right, hold on. Let me break the game down to you though. Let me break it down to you. I've witnessed
your last check will be in the mail.
Hold on, let me break it down.
D-Man, you're a Falcons fan, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got four of us.
I've been talking to D-Man about this too.
D-Man, we got 4 Falcons up here. We got 4. Damn, y'all, we got the flock up in this mug. Hey, D-Man, let me ask you a question, D-Man.
Dirty Bird.
The Dirty Birds in the building. D-Man, if the Falcons had the number 1 pick in the draft coming up, who are you taking with the number 1 pick?
It's got to be someone on the defensive side. I feel like we kind of straight on the running and passing.
You're not taking Caleb Williams.
Passing. We have Desmond Ridder.
You're not taking Caleb.
Yeah, if that's available. I mean, if
think like
there.
At 1, he's picking
What do you
first.
mean if it's available?
You won.
I'm just okay. Yeah, if he's there, we grabbing him. But
Hey, wait, hold on, D-Man. Hold on, wait, D-Man. Hey, D-Man. Hold on.
You trying to go too technical?
Wait, y'all boys. Wait. D-Man.
I'm about to my reason though. Okay.
No, you good. I'm out of here right now. But I just want to know. You tell me. You could get Marvin Harrison Jr. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State, that generational wide receiver.
Yeah, you saw what he did to your dogs. You saw what he did to your
Bulldogs. Or you can go get Caleb Williams, like I said, generational quarterback, right? You're not rocking out with Marvin Harrison if we get him?
A receiver?
But still, it's like I feel like the weapons we got right now, I feel like they're gonna make Desmond Ridder look better. I think he is.
Hey Trent, look.
I feel like Desmond Ridder gonna look better when people give him credit for because of the weapons he have around him. And he in a situation.
That'll be on me, That'll be on me.
I agree with you.
He in a situation almost like Matt Ryan. He almost like in the Matt Ryan situation where he got defense now. The people that ain't looking at that defense line. We did have Desmond Ridder starting left tackle on by any means.
Bro, all right, hold on.
He said not when he was in Cincinnati, my boy said, he feel like, that's that guy, he's one of them guys.
I told you he's cold. Desmond cold.
I didn't even get to tell you this. I didn't even get to tell you this about D-Red, bro. My whole thing on him is I said, bro, looking at just how the team is constructed, bro, if he does fail, it's still going to be a very minuscule failure because just how much we're going to run them. We're going to run the football so effectively that there's nothing you can even say, right? Yeah, I'm watching so many different teams. I'm watching the Eagles even make Jalen Hurts actually better as a quarterback, but also help him out so that way he can get his strides in there and finally get it going so that way he can understand the game of football at the NFL level. You know what I'm saying? We watched these guys, the 49ers. I'm not saying we're the 49ers. Don't get it twisted. I'm never going to say that. But we watched the 49ers go put Jimmy G, Brock Purdy, put all these doodle bums at quarterback, and then let them rock out because they got CMC.
But Brock Purdy's not a bum, though. Brock Purdy's not a bum, though.
Anyways, I'm just gonna keep on moving.
Why y'all looking like that? Why y'all making that face?
Respect, bro.
Yep.
Purdy's a bum.
Fuck no.
Jay.
Look, all I'm saying is, give Desmond Ridder.
Why couldn't Trey Lance do a Purdy? Nah, chill out.
All I'm saying is, look, gang. Just all I'm saying, bro. This is all I'm saying. Just give Ridder the chance real quick. You feel me? Let him see what he's gonna do, right? I'm not the type of dude just to cut him off just because, he's back. You watched this man play 2 games and say, he's back. Stop talking to me, bro. He need to watch the game.
Hey, I'm with Jordan. I'm taking for Caleb. I ain't gonna lie.
I am taking, dog.
Y'all got that. But just know this.
I want to win.
Hold on, this is the last thing I'm gonna say.
We're not winning, Dev.
The last thing I want to say. This is the last thing I want to say, bro. I've watched multiple generational receivers bring up these boo-boo dumb bum doodle garbage quarterbacks that y'all want to talk about, right? So if we get Drake London, Marvin Harrison, Kyle Pitts, Bijan, we're turning the hell up. We turning it up.
No, we don't.
It's over with.
I want you.
We win the pot.
Hold on. Let me ask my resident Falcons fans a question real quick.
That's definitely a fair point. Swear.
Not a fair point, but let me ask y'all this question.
Have a better.
How are y'all gonna feel when y'all not a better team than the Panthers in the division?
We gonna be better. I don't understand that.
Oh my God, JRob, stop.
Y'all not better than the Panthers. Y'all are.
Yes, we are.
The Panthers winning the division.
The Panthers. Say it again, Trent. Say it again for him. The Panthers are winning the division.
I believe in Bryce Young. I'm not gonna hold you.
How good is Bryce Young? How good is Bryce Young going to be? That's what it's going to come down to.
Y'all winning.
I don't think Bryce Young needs to be elite to win the division. That division is ass.
Listen, the Falcons are going to win. They're better than the Panthers. The Buccaneers, the Saints.
I think the Panthers
Let D-Man
go. Jordan, go ahead, Jordan.
Who he throwing the ball to? Please.
Old Adam Thielen.
Paris Marshall. DJ Chark.
I mean, you got Adam Thielen. Mingo.
They got a whole. You got Mingo. They got. I don't know. They don't know ball trend. They gonna see. Paris Marshall.
Wait, but you're saying that. You saying that? Who are they throwing to? Look at your receivers. Who are they getting the ball from?
You got Drake London.
Hold on. The Vicious Chenault has a Debo Samuel-esque season this year. Don't be upset, bro.
Bryce Young will be better than Desmond.
Hold on. Trent.
Getting them, boy. I'm telling you, man.
What did you say?
I said yes.
Bryce Young is better than Desmond Ryan.
Hold on.
Look, D-Man asked, who are they throwing the what's name? Who is Bryce throwing the ball to? And I'm saying for the Falcons, look who's getting the ball, throwing to them. They're both unproven.
Exactly. Hold on.
They're both unproven.
Exactly.
No. Wait. This is what I'm talking about.
Hey, wait, Jordan.
Go ahead, Jordan.
And that is exactly why we should tank for the best quarterback prospect.
That's why I didn't want to listen to that talk. Look. Hold on. That's the entire premise of my argument, gang. Look, they're unproven, right? You just said they're unproven. Now, we just seen an unproven Patrick Mahomes 5 years ago. We just seen an unproven Patrick Mahomes 5 years ago turn out to be the best quarterback we've ever seen since I don't even know when. So wait. Just hear me out.
I'm coming for you, bro.
I will never.
I'm coming for you too. Game one.
I will never. Look. I will never get on my hands and knees and say that man Desmond Ridder is going to be Patrick Mahomes. But like, come on, bro. Just give me a chance.
Yeah, let him play.
No. All you Atlanta fans, just call it.
No. We've been scrapping. We've been laying in doo-doo for the last 7 years, ever since we lost Julio. And you tell me right now, you want me to take again?
It's been
you want
3 years.
You want me to sit through another 2-win season?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, you can do it, dog. You can do it.
Yeah, I can't.
We can't. We're gonna go 7-9 again anyway, or 7-10, whatever it is.
JJ, I don't want to hear none of that 7 years. I've been a Jet since 2000.
I've been a Giants fan. I'm not about to hear that shit, bro.
Look. Y'all are used to it. I'm not. This is not something I can sit here and just go through. I can't.
Our claim to fame is 28-3. Our claim to fame is 28-3.
I'm telling you, this is why about this, bro. The Panthers gonna have the best division. I mean, the best defense.
I promise you, Falcons win 11 games. Stamp that. JRob, stamp that. JRob, stamp that.
Wait. Hold on, Trey. Hold on. What did
y'all are not ready? Y'all are really not ready for this Panthers team that's coming to knock.
Bro, JRob, stamp that. JRob, stamp that.
I put bread on it. I got the Panthers coming out the south. I got the Panthers coming out the best
defense.
I would definitely put bread on that.
They're gonna have the best defense. They have the best defense. They're gonna have the best defense in the division.
They ain't stopping that running game.
I want you to know.
They ain't stopping that running game.
The Saints is going to be terrible. Saints going to be terrible. I'm not worried about the Saints.
They going to get Caleb fucking around.
Bro, hey, JRob, stamp this right now. The Falcons is winning 11 games.
No, y'all are not.
I'm telling you.
11?
We're winning
It's in the dirt. It's on pen and paper, signed, notarized.
Ain't no
We just
way.
won 11 games.
He's lying.
That's
He's
crazy.
lying. He's lying.
You think
I'm
Jets
not lying about what I believe.
games?
Hey, JRob, please. Hey, JRob,
hold on. Let JJ go. Go, JJ.
JRob, if you can you please pull up that schedule? I'll tell you each game we winning. I promise you, if you can.
I already know.
But hold on, y'all.
We whooped Carolina.
I'm gonna pull
We beat them twice. We beat them twice.
I'm gonna pull up the schedule. Listen, y'all. Don't overreact to every single team. It's gonna take us forever to get through it if we do.
Okay.
Now let's get through this.
Just hold your thoughts for the end and then say who y'all think we won't win.
You should put the Falcons fans on the panel. You should put us on.
I just want to add the
context. Swap me.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah, facts. You should swap in the context for the Falcons fans. Bro.
Man, no, I'm letting context rock. He's a New York fan. All right, let me.
That's why you said put him up there.
With you.
Oh, y'all all together.
Yeah,
y'all could.
They want to see the 6-win.
Let us depress fans. Right?
Yeah, Jalen. All right, y'all ready?
Thing about it, right? Okay,
go ahead, D. No, go ahead, D. Man. No, go ahead. You ain't really talking.
The crazy thing about this, right? The crazy thing about this, they said we're gonna win 2 games last year. We had Marcus Mariota at quarterback. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna let you get in. We had Marcus Mariota at quarterback. We were one-dimensional. Bro. We won 7 games with a motherfucker that just one read and go. Really, one read and go. And we won 7 games. And then look, the defense started playing good at the end. So now we enhanced that defense. We got it's some talent.
You got Okuda. I do like Okuda.
There's some pieces on that defense that people ain't talking about. And I'm glad because this normally being a Falcons fan, it be so hyped during training camp. And I be so amped during training camp and I get mad during the season. But this year we ain't getting love, bro. This year we ain't getting love during training camp. So keep that same energy. So I'm telling you, when we play Carolina first,
I'm keeping it.
When we play Carolina first, it don't be pretty. When we play New Orleans, then I'm nervous. We play New Orleans first.
No, I think y'all.
I'm only nervous when we play in New Orleans. I'm only nervous when we play in New Orleans.
Hey, JRob, this last thing I want to say, bro.
Yo, you Atlanta niggas, bro. The Falcons got y'all in a chokehold.
JRob, trust me. When we go 70,
yo, I will say one thing though. I will say one thing about Atlanta sports though. I give Atlanta people very much big respect. I compare them. No, I'm not. I compare it to like New York, but for the South in terms of like everywhere you go in Atlanta fans is Atlanta fans. In New York City, New York fans is New York fans. Like we not switching. It's the Jets, it's the Yankees, it's New York fans. In Atlanta, y'all rock with y'all Atlanta teams, and I respect the hell out of that because y'all go down with this shit. And as a New York sports fan, who is a Knicks fan, by the way, knows how to go down with it. And they'll say y'all are Hawks fans. Like I know what it's like, so I got big respect. Big respect. All right, now let's get into their schedule. Week 1 versus Carolina. I'll give that shot as a W. I'll give y'all week 1 as a W.
What you said? What you did? Me again.
Carolina week 1, W. I say W. I can give y'all that one. Green Bay.
Jordan Love is beating us? Okay, move on.
Yep.
Hey,
Jordan Love. I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
1-1. Move on. Now watch, y'all losing our first game to Green Bay.
Move on,
please. At Detroit. L.
We're losing to Detroit.
I say that's L. I'll be honest, that's L.
Versus Jacksonville.
We're losing to Jacksonville.
That's an L. Trevor Lawrence will give you work.
Versus
real quick though, JRob, just in case, just say though, what's the name? They're gonna win something that they shouldn't win. Just with the
we're gonna give them one.
That sounds like a time.
Y'all play Texans.
Come on, dog.
You better not lie. Texans.
Y'all gonna beat the Texans. I'll give y'all the Texans.
Yeah. Okay. 3-2.
All right. 3-2 so far.
4-1 for me.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think y'all beating the Commanders.
I don't either. I don't either. But they can win that game.
That Washington defense is gonna be.
It's moving me, my boy.
Yeah, but that Washington Commanders defense, I'm telling you.
Sam Howell's not really moving me.
We're 5-1 to start the season.
I think Sam Howell's actually gonna be all right. I'm actually.
I can wait and see what him.
Hey, JRob,
I'm buying a little Sam Howell stock.
They best offensive
players. Just give me the money at that point.
All right, y'all ready? All right, at Tampa Bay, W. Y'all winning that.
Go ahead, attack that 6-1.
At Tennessee, L against Tennessee. Y'all losing to Tennessee at Tennessee.
I can see that.
Versus Minnesota.
L.
Wait. Is it a primetime game?
They playing at 4 o'clock.
Don't worry
So
about
no,
that.
you're getting the best version of Kirk. You're getting the best version of Kirk. There's nothing better than 1 p.m. Kirk, man. 1 p.m. Kirk.
1 p.m. Kirk. Yo, you look at the stats by 4 o'clock. Like, yo, hold on.
Man,
400 yards, 3 touchdowns.
JRob, you said 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock Kirk, you're doomed.
Yeah,
all right, now you're playing against Case Keenum or somebody, whoever the Cardinals got that quarterback by that.
Okay, dog.
W, that's W.
That's not even.
I mean, that's a W. That's a
Clayton
W.
Tune. That's my guy. They win that.
Yeah, Clayton Tune. Bye week, of course. All right, now y'all playing New Orleans. New Orleans at home.
Where at home?
New Orleans at home.
New Orleans at home. That's an L. New Orleans at
L
home.
for y'all. I'm gonna take New Orleans. At Falcons. No, Falcons are home.
Oh, so that's 7-4.
Y'all playing in New York in December. Y'all are losing.
Wait, the Jets are giants.
They're getting smoked.
In December, y'all are getting
no. They don't New York team playing.
We're not worried about Daniel, buddy. We're not worried about Daniel.
The Jets are not beating the Jets, Jordan. What are you talking about?
No. He said we're losing to both New York teams. We're not worried about
both New York teams.
Wait, JRob, we're playing off a bye or we're playing the Saints off a bye?
Y'all playing us after the Saints.
Hey, why Matt not in New York?
Y'all playing us after Thanksgiving, actually. Huh?
So you gotta go to New Jersey to go watch the New York game? You gotta go to New Jersey to watch the New York game? Why
but it's easy because we got the tunnel, the bridge. It's not that hard to get across. You feel me? It's not that hard. Okay. It's not that tough. It's not that tough.
So you gotta go to suburbs and watch the game.
City they claim.
Mariota's not even on our team. Braylon, Mariota's not even on our team.
It's not even the suburbs. It's off the turnpike. It's off the turnpike. It's still on the highway.
I was over there not too long ago. Like, hold on, I thought this was in New York. We in New Jersey.
You gotta go to the suburbs to watch the game. That's crazy. That's crazy. Versus Tampa Bay, I'm gonna give y'all the W. Now, December 17th at Carolina. Y'all are losing.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I think we could lose one of those Carolina games.
Y'all losing one of them. Y'all split. Y'all not sweeping Carolina. Y'all not sweeping Carolina.
We're beating them twice.
All right, versus the Colts at home. Y'all are at home.
It's the Colts. It's the Colts.
They can win
at Chicago Bears December 31st. Y'all losing that one.
I think that's a tough one.
Y'all are losing that game because it's December 31st in Chicago.
In Chicago, yeah.
Phil's gonna run for 200 on us. There's not.
And guess what? B's not gonna run for 200.
Why y'all think we're still gonna get ran on? We're not. Our run defense has gotten way better.
And then y'all last, and the last one is at New Orleans. So what are y'all gonna be?
11-6, boy, for me.
No way. No way.
10-7.
Ain't no way.
10-7.
9-8.
7-10.
9.
And what's Carolina's record gonna be?
10-6.
I say 7-10. 7-10.
It's not.
They're gonna be 10-6. Panthers gonna be 10-6.
We're 11.
Alan Thielen.
I don't think I can beat
11-6.
Carolina twice. I don't think I can beat Carolina.
Me and Trent are telling y'all that Carolina, the Panthers are gonna be the
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Trent, bro, I need to make sure I get y'all numbers now, because I'm not gonna lie. When I hit y'all after the season, y'all gonna want to block me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The way I'm gonna be talking to y'all boys for real. The way I'm gonna be doing y'all boys for real. Hey, JRob,
it's in your DMs. It's on your Discord DMs. It's in your Discord DMs.
Jay Rizzy, do not let us beat the Jets. Because if we beat the Jets, bro, I'm telling you,
That's not gonna happen, Gabe.
Bet 100.
Hey, hold on.
Bet 100.
Bet 100.
Discord?
Bet 100 on the game.
From the Discord?
Jordan, bet 100 on the game.
He just bet it. Bet it. That's all y'all. Hey, JRob.
D-Man, bet the 100, D-man.
I want the Jets. I want the
JRob, you gonna boot me from the Discord? You gonna block my phone number? You gonna make sure I'm not on PC ever again? Because after that, when we handle y'all niggas,
there's no way it's not happening, bro. There's no way the Jets is gonna lose it all.
I mean, there's no way. College football, anything can happen.
Bro, no.
Any given Sunday, Conte. Any given Sunday.
John Robinson run on them and Cotton.
Y'all kept telling me, y'all up here. I know for a fact most of y'all was over here downplaying the Lions last year. So by that logic,
I wasn't.
No.
Because I was propping up them Lions, boy. Y'all saying they was gonna lose all them games. Guess what? Y'all talking about my Falcons the same way y'all talking about them Lions.
Here's my new question for the panel. Switching gears. We're gonna see what them Falcons do, but I think it's a Panthers world in the NFC South. But
that's nasty.
But I will say this: there's something I do want to talk about because there is a division that I don't think is not getting enough credit for how much of a slugfest it's going to be. The AFC North is the toughest division in football right now, and I don't think it's close. And I think that division, it's crazy because I think there's going to be a fourth team there's going to be one team that's going to make it in, and it's going to be by like 1 or 2 games. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be that close.
Pittsburgh.
So who do y'all got winning the division, or who do y'all got coming out second in the division?
I got
in the AFC North.
It's super tough.
I got the MVP of the league. My prediction for the MVP of the league, winning the division. You know, he got receiver help now. Talking about number 8. Yeah, that guy. Obviously, you know, Joey Shiesty can be second. Deshaun gonna bounce back. Cleveland third, and the team with no quarterback and my favorite coach in the league is gonna finish fourth.
JRob, I think I'm drinking that Browns team.
I think.
Wait till my turn.
Deshaun Watson come back who he is, but the nigga is top.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm with that, Trent. Deshaun Watson at his best is better than Lamar Jackson at his best.
Whoa.
Wait.
Hold
on, boys.
Wait, he's not.
I just don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's that crazy. Yo, bro, he was a top.
It's not that crazy, but no,
he's correct.
He was a top 3 quarterback at his peak.
So was Lamar Jackson. I mean, Lamar Jackson when they played head-to-head, Lamar outplayed him.
Deshaun Watson was never top 3. Relax.
Who was the top 3?
No, we're getting off topic.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
I want to hear your rankings for the division. JJ, AFC North. Don't switch it up. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you know right now. I do believe that the Browns will win that division. I'm not gonna front.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
No, I'm not mad at it. Go ahead. Now give me the rest.
1,000 with y'all.
I need 2, 3, 4.
You know what I'm saying? I got the Ravens coming in at 2. You know. No, I just lied. I really just lied. Yeah, I got the Bengals coming in at 2.
Yeah.
I got the Ravens at 3, and I got the Steelers. You know. Poo dead last.
Go ahead, Dev. What about you, Dev?
They're gonna be dead last.
I got the Ravens winning division like at the end of the season. Then I go to Bengals 2. Hey, believe it or not, I believe in Mike Tomlin. He's gonna find a way to be 500. I got him 3rd, and the Browns gonna be last at 500. I think every team in the division gonna be 500.
He said Mike Tomlin gonna find a way. He do always find a way though. Mike Tomlin, there's one thing Mike Tomlin gonna do. He gonna make sure he go over that 500.
It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense how he does it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he make sure he go over that 500.
They literally
he definitely learned from Bill Cowher.
They are so mid. They are so mid, bro.
Nah, you got.
He don't want to shoot the end. He don't want to shoot the end.
D-man, give me AFC North.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got a strange feeling about Baltimore, man. I feel like this version of Lamar Jackson gonna be a whole different version. And I think it ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be that. Okay, tight end ain't there. I gotta go. He really got options now, so you really gotta respect the arm. He gonna really show how good the arm is. You know, he have the moments when he show you when he passing Andrew. Like that's how I can really tell dude could pass because he find a way to get it to the tight end. And it take a talent and it takes skills to do that. You know what I mean? You can't just put anybody out there and just had that tight end go crazy like that. I know Andrew's a beast, but still, you gotta have smart beast enough to get
he finds them. He finds them in them tight little spots.
I got Cleveland at 2.
Jesus.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, I know, man. Damn. Pittsburgh gonna be in the mix, but I just feel like they gonna be by default because of the record. Like it gonna be a real
the
tight.
Defense gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be real tight, and I feel like Pittsburgh and who else I'm missing? Oh yeah, Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati and Pittsburgh gonna be fighting for that 3rd spot, but Pittsburgh gonna fall below because of the span with. But Pittsburgh right there though. Right there.
I like it. Jalen, what about you?
I know who you got winning the division.
I got Joe Shiesty first. I think Bengals. I'm taking the best quarterback over there. I think Deshaun Watson, after all the extracurricular stuff's been taken care of, I think he can get back to his Houston performance, lead that team. You have a Myles Garrett-led defense. I think the Browns' defense could be for top 10-ish. So give me the Browns 2nd, Pittsburgh last, and then the Ravens 3rd.
What about you, Trent?
I got the Browns winning the division.
Jesus
these next
Christ.
That's not crazy, but these next 2 teams, they're gonna win more than 10 games. So I probably got the Ravens second, Bengals third, and I guess they're gonna find a way, bro. I just said they're gonna be 500 again with the Steelers.
Steelers. They're gonna find a way. Text, rank the division.
I can't wait for this.
So for me, it's gonna be I got the Ravens. I'm not gonna say I am gonna say this. I think the Browns and the Bengals are gonna fight it out. I just hope. That's the thing about it. I think just Deshaun Watson in that offense is gonna have like up and down still. Like even though I think it's a year in and he's gonna get more time, you know what I mean? But I still just think it's gonna be some inconsistency in running that offense to like the highest level. So I got I'm gonna go with the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and then the Steelers. But I think the Bengals and the Browns are gonna make it very, very competitive.
I like it. For me, it is. I'm taking, and this is actually also my MVP pick for the year, Lamar Jackson. I think he'll win MVP this year.
Nice.
I'm taking Lamar Jackson and the Ravens because I think D-Man hit it on the head. Like, I think Lamar Jackson, even when he won the MVP, there was still more to be untapped in his game.
Untapped, yes. Yep.
And I just feel like right now, when you're giving like Lamar Jackson's receiving corps have led the league in drop percentage or been one of the top teams in drop percentage since he's been in the league, has not had legitimate weapons on the perimeter. I think with Todd Monken coming in, spreading the ball out, I think Lamar Jackson is going to account for almost 5,000 yards of total offense, whether it be 4,000 passing with another 1,000 rushing, or if it's 3,800 passing and 1,200 rushing. It's going to look like Louisville all over again. That's what I think it's going to look like. There's going to be space. There's going to be space. Because I think my biggest issue about what the other guy was doing was Roman, yeah, Greg Roman was stacking that damn box like
every time.
You can't because the offense you run, you got all these linebackers and stuff in the box and stuff. I'm like, yo, you really not making it easy for Lamar. You really making it hard. Now you got
a lot of like tight bunches, like a lot of just things that
I don't like it.
I agree.
I don't like it. I thought it was bad. And I think the thing with Lamar is he's going to have the ability now to be in mad one-on-one situations in the open field. And there's not a defender. There's not a defender in football who's seeing Lamar in the open field. I think he's going to throw for damn near 4,000. I think he'll have for damn near 4,000 yards, close to another 1,000 rushing, if not 1,000. I think he's going to have almost 5,000 yards total offense. Finishing second in the division, though, I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns. I think the Cleveland Browns are going to be second. I think Deshaun Watson is going to have a revelation of a season this year. Third, I'm going to go with the Browns. And then obviously, the Bengals. I'm going to go with the Bengals. Respect for Shiesty. I love Shiesty. I just think his division is harder, and I think the defense. And I think the Browns and the Ravens got just as good of an offense now with way better defenses. The defenses on the Browns and the Ravens way better than what they got in Cincinnati.
Do the Bengals have the worst defense in that division?
Probably right now by far.
Yeah.
By far. The Bengals really are going to have to win with offense.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the Browns and the Steelers and even in the Ravens, they can all thug out a game winning that thing 17-10, 17-12. Because they could win those. I don't know if the Bengals are good enough to win those 17-10, 20-23 type of ball games, because I don't think they have the type of defense to handle some of those other teams. Like if you look at what the Ravens and the Steelers and the Browns and the Steelers got on defense, they got all pro level defenses. Those defenses, all three of those defenses can legitimately rank in the top 10. All three of them in the same.
This division defense is insane.
Yeah, on top of that, Jay, I think Joe Burrow has to play like super perfect, clean, things of that nature. Like I think like he can't.
But they do have the quarterback. Go ahead, Ted.
Right. No. Don't get me wrong. Like versus Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson, who can run. You know what I mean? Like that adds an extra element of their offense that Joe Burrow, unfortunately, he doesn't have in his game. So he has to kind of rely on more IQ, ball placement, being, anticipation, things of that nature, where he has to play like flawless games. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. Compared to Lamar Jackson, where they can rely on their defense. You know what I'm saying?
You got to stop, dog.
I feel like I feel like
Joe Burrow going to win a ring though and be better than Peyton Manning all time.
Hey, bro,
that's crazy. Now that's crazy.
That's
one ring.
I don't lie. As long as if Joe Burrow brings one by what I think by the end of his career, let's say he plays. Let's say he plays. I'm violating. I'm violating. If Joe Burrow wins a Super Bowl or at least 2, and with the Bengals, with the numbers I know he's gonna have by the time his career is over, for me, he's gonna be all time better.
Are you not higher? Are you not higher?
I'm really not higher. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I love Peyton Manning. I have respect for Peyton Manning, but I personally say, I must have to personally say, I'm just not as high on Peyton as the rest of the world is. But he's a great quarterback. But y'all talking about, I'm saying this right now. I'm saying at the end, y'all. How y'all violated me for saying by the end?
I hear you.
He gonna get.
Like how y'all saying I'm hating for projecting what I think a guy will be by the time it's done?
So you're projecting. You ain't hold on. You're projecting that Joe Burrow will be a top 5 quarterback of all time.
I'm just saying Manning is. I'm just saying that's
no player in NFL history who carried non-playoff teams to the playoffs.
That's smart, though.
No, let's say that.
Is what you're saying is
no player
he's going to be
NFL
a top 5 quarterback of all time.
No player in NFL history has carried non-playoff teams to the playoffs like Peyton Manning.
All right, by the time, if I was to look into a pipe and I'm 45 years old, and I'm 45, 50 years old from all the football I watch.
You fit.
This is what I think my top 5 is going to look like.
Oh, Lord.
Patrick Mahomes at 1.
Okay.
Tom Brady at 2. Aaron Rodgers at 3 because he's going to have won my New York Jets a Super Bowl. Caleb Williams at 4.
This is ridiculous.
I'm
gonna make him a bust.
Caleb Williams at 4 and Joe Burrow at 5. By the
Caleb
time
Williams about to be Matt Leinart, y'all. Caleb Williams about to be Matt Leinart in the NFL.
Matt Leinart is crazy. Matt Leinart is crazy.
By the time I'm done, that'll be the top 5, bro. Actually, no, I'm capping. It won't be Joe Burrow. It'll be Lamar.
Yes, sir.
I'm not mad at that.
Chat. This is when I was 50 years old. They're going to pass. These guys are going to pass Montana. They're going to pass the Unitas. They're going to pass the Steve Youngs. Listen, come on. Are you really telling me?
Wait,
hold on, chat. Y'all really going to sit here and tell me that if y'all would have looked 10 years, let's look 10 years from now. Y'all got Joe Montana over. I got Joe Montana over Joe Burrow in 10 years. Like, come on, chat. Come on, chat.
Somebody had Joe Montana over Joe Burrow. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
not right now.
10 years, nigga.
10 years, though.
You think Joe Burrow, bro?
He's gonna have at least 2 rings in 10 years.
Bro, Peyton Manning is still better than Patrick Mahomes. How about that? My boy, stop just putting Patrick Mahomes
up there. My boy Rodgers brings one home for the Jets. He's gonna get
Joe Burrow will be blessed to even get one.
Listen. I'll give you A-Rod. Listen,
no, he's not.
He could definitely get into that upper tier if he wins a ring.
If he bring the Jets a ring, A-Rod is top 3 with me. I'm Gucci with him.
Wait, Gerald. Where do you have Manning ring currently on your all-time quarterback?
If I'm doing all right, so my current all-time right now, still at number 1. Patrick Mahomes.
That's crazy.
Brady's still the GOAT. Brady's still the GOAT, though. Brady is still the GOAT.
I'm with you.
I know how I feel about MJ Mahomes, man. Brady, Joe Montana.
You know they used to call shit about it on MJ too, though. But my bad, I ain't mean to cut y'all.
No, you good. Joe Montana is 3. I'm gonna give Rodgers and Peyton Manning. That's my 5 right now.
There's no way Rodgers ahead of Peyton Manning is crazy.
Rodgers better than Peyton Manning, bro. I don't give a damn.
I think you have Peyton Manning.
Yo, give Rodgers that Broncos defense, and he can.
What about the bottom 5, bottom 10 defenses Peyton Manning played with the Colts for literally 90% of his career? He was great. Other than the Bob Sanders
but he did have Marvin Harrison.
Jalen, I said he's top 5, bro. I said he was top 5.
I feel you, but
I just say I think Rodgers is better. My boy Aaron Rodgers. I ain't gonna lie. Let me personally, since I'm on by means, let me personally say this. Aaron Rodgers, everything I ever said about you at being a winner and stuff, I take it all back.
I'm about to say
Your decision to come to the New York Jets to save the franchise, to give that $35 million back, to show that you're all into New York, bro. You have established yourself as a top 5 quarterback already. But now you're going to enter the top 3 because the season you're about to have these next 2 years with the New York Jets, we're going to go to a Super Bowl. We may go 2 for 2. We may go 1 of 2. We're going to definitely win one. And you're going to be immortalized as a top 3 quarterback, one of the greatest throwers of the football. Even though I don't even like that word, but you're that guy, and you're already top 5, so you're good to go. Shout out to my guy Aaron Rodgers, man.
Hey,
one of the best to ever do it.
Wait a minute.
I just want to say this.
Glaze Robbie is crazy.
I want to say this to Jordan. Jordan. I want to say this to JRob real quick. Go Glazer Rangers.
That's crazy.
Now I'm glazing Rodgers. Wow.
Doesn't Aaron Rodgers get like $107 million in?
Yeah, he gave up. Now he's making 75. He gave up 35 million of it. He took a pay cut for the so
he's still getting 75 million. Why are they like this nigga's a hero for what?
He's my hero.
Hey, he took a pay cut.
Hey, JJ.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. To me, Aaron Rodgers is motherfucking Spider-Man. That's Peter Parker.
JJ, 3, 2, 1. Go
Rangers.
I mean, to be fair, Aaron Rodgers.
Come on.
Aaron Rodgers the best quarterback since.
Y'all think the Bills is winning the division over the Jets?
Yep.
They could.
No, the Jets win the division.
I got the Jets.
I got the Jets. They could.
Come on.
The division.
Okay, guys.
What division's harder? Y'all do have a harder division.
Actually, now that we're talking about it, before we go for the last 10 minutes, everybody give me the AFC East right now.
Y'all gonna be third.
Right now.
Jets.
We're gonna finish third.
What?
First, Bills. Second.
It's gonna be Jets, Bills, Miami, Patriots.
I got
Miami over the Bills. I got Miami over the Bills. I think
I low key could see Miami being better than the Bills. I'm telling you.
Comes out the 2
this might be Josh Allen's Madden. I think this is gonna be Josh Allen. This is gonna be Josh Allen's Madden curse here, bro.
Yeah,
relax.
Relax. I don't know. I think it is a make or break season for Josh Allen, man. And I think
I don't think it is.
You don't think so?
No, I mean,
is anybody on fraud alert? Is Josh Allen on fraud alert?
Josh Allen's on fraud alert, or Lamar's on fraud alert, Aaron Rodgers on fraud alert.
I don't think no one's on fraud alert.
That's a fact.
Aaron Rodgers on fraud alert is crazy.
Hey, Quiet has kept that boy in LA on fraud alert.
Who?
Generational talent that y'all keep giving a pass for.
Herbert.
And the way how y'all rank Trevor Lawrence, he is on fraud watch.
He didn't start. Hold on. He's in his third year.
Trevor is not.
Yo, Brandon got tight
Sunshine is not on fraud watch.
Sunshine is not on fraud watch. Let me go ahead and give you my ranking, bro.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you right now. Miami at 1. New York at 1, Miami at 2, Buffalo at 3, and New England. You know, I don't
really like the Bills defense outside of Von Miller for real.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie.
Tre'Davious White. I like them too, but no, they're nice. Don't get me wrong, they're not whack. I still think even with all those pieces, Trent, I still think they're the third best defense in the division. Might be the fourth one.
Bills might be better.
They're gonna be second because Jalen Ramsey gonna be out for a minute.
I forgot Ramsey.
Hey, Rob, Rob.
Let me get my ranking.
Go ahead.
You know, got them Super Jets. Oh, I'm talking about the Dolphins. I was talking about Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. Miami 1, Buffalo 2,
Jets
crazy. 3. Who's left? Belichick.
Patriots.
Is Bill Belichick on fraud watch? That's another question.
No.
You can't be on fraud watch. You can't be on fraud watch.
Y'all want that nigga to be a fraud so bad.
Listen, his legacy cemented.
He's asking a question.
No coach can't be on fraud watch after winning for a long time.
No. You can't be on fraud watch. That's what I'm saying. It's backed up.
I know it's a football.
Caleb Williams going to Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah, JJ, we've been packed him up.
JRob, we've been packed up Bill Belichick.
Yo, Trey, Bill Belichick has been exposed already, bro.
No, he's not on fraud watch. His legacy cemented. Legacy cemented
where? Legacy cemented where? In Tom Brady's memory?
Tom Brady's first 3 Super Bowls. He was a game manager.
Wait. His legacy cemented at Tom Brady's shadow.
Okay, hold on. Let's just finish.
What was Peyton Manning in 2016, Jalen?
What is Jalen saying right now? What is Jalen saying to us right now?
Brock Osweiler was the quarterback.
Hold on, y'all.
All right, I say for me.
Finish these rankings. Cause I got these super chats. Go, Dev.
Go
ahead. Jets, Bills, Miami, and New England.
I like that. D-Man, give me the AFC East.
Okay, hold on. Once I get Jets, Dolphins, Bills, and Patriots.
Like it. Jalen, give me the AFC East.
Yeah, what too? Jets, Bills, Miami, and Patriots.
I like it. Trent, go ahead.
Can't wait for y'all to go 9-8.
Bills, Miami, Patriots.
That sounds like
4 games.
That sounds like the Falcons record to me. Context. give me the AFC East.
I got the Jets.
Let's go.
I got the Dolphins number 2. I got number 3 is gonna be the Bills, and then number 4 is gonna be the Pats.
Let's get it. I'm telling you. I bet the 100 that we have a better record than the Falcons.
Nope.
Oh yeah. That's easy money.
Because I know it's a layup. Let me give them
we got an easy schedule.
Shout out to Angie Carr. What city would you expand the NFL to? I'd want one in Alabama. Y'all think college football crazy? Imagine giving them cycles of protein. I'd actually look. I would actually look for a city like Vancouver, Toronto, or Mexico City.
Toronto is where it's at.
Mexico City.
I can't see Alabama.
I'm with you. If you're adding 2 teams to the NFL, I would, like she just said, though, or whoever Angie is. I'm sorry. You go, Angie. But Angie, just like Angie said, I wouldn't want to put a team in Alabama. I've been thinking about that for a while, but they should get one over there. But then, somewhere in Canada, they gotta. I would
like Vancouver or Toronto. I think would be perfect.
I'm not gonna lie. Hamilton.
We don't got the stadium. They want us to build a bigger stadium.
Put them in Hamilton, but Hamilton, you have to put it like right in residential. It wouldn't even work.
You got to find the lot for the stadium, bro. 60,000 per stadium. 80,000.
Yeah, Hamilton would not want. I don't know if they'd want the NFL team. Like, as somebody who lived there, not really.
I'm surprised Alabama doesn't have one for such a big football culture.
Hey, Jalen, I'm going to the Grey Cup this year in Hamilton.
Yeah.
I'll try to get you a ticket. Come out.
Do you think that it would take away? Oh, my fault, Jay. I just wanted to say, would you think putting a professional team in Alabama, would it take away from the college experience of that? Because this is a college area, you know what I mean? So,
I don't think so. I don't think so, because I ain't gonna lie. Even if that NFL team do go there, their brand will not be bigger than Alabama. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, JRob, to double down on that, let's be honest, bro. Alabama's so cemented over there, bro.
It won't matter. It won't matter.
It don't matter.
Ain't no brand bigger than Alabama. But I will honestly want to look to move it international. I think Vancouver, Toronto, or Mexico City would be great just because the expansion of the game. I think it would be important to be like for example, we got the CFL and stuff. Like, there's a lot of football that's played in Canada. People really love the game of football in Canada, and I think it would be great because you know how like the NBA is adopted like those academies, and you know how NFL does the same academy in London. Like, there's all these kids from London and Europe that play football. I played football with 2 guys, one guy from Denmark, one guy from Germany in my college playing days, just because there's like programs like NFL programs. So I think to do that in Canada and potentially Mexico City, obviously that expands the game. Because realistically, I think in a few years they should have a league, a conference, a division strictly in Europe. Because to get from like here, the East Coast to Europe, is not that different from getting from the East Coast to California. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the expansion of football could be global if you really push that. So I'm thinking more like Toronto, Canada or Mexico. Godly Warriors 0. Honestly, Atlanta got the pieces, the tight end, wide receiver, like the Chiefs had before, right before they drafted Mahomes. This is a difficult choice to make, or back-to-back tanks. I'm going with the tank. Mahomes is in the draft.
And the thing is, we never really tanked.
And then Prodigy says Dolphins, Jets, Bills, Pats. L-list Prodigy.
Hey, I want to address the super chat before that. We do not have Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce. Please stop lying. We don't have these.
I don't know.
But I do have the highest paid running back in football, though.
For 1 year.
Boy, I can't wait to see him.
Hey, hold on. No. You know what? Hey, just to say this, bro, the weapons that we have on our team, bro, at this point, I'm just tired of hearing all these Falcons fans trying to downplay it. We got Kyle Pitts.
You told us
we got Jonnu Smith. We got Tyler Algier. We got Bijan Robinson. We got We got Matt Collins. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't say
what he said.
I said score, Daryl.
Context. Look, all of these weapons just to lose to the Panthers week 1.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
I mean, I will say though, hey J-Rob, I will say though, if what's his name, if Desmond Ritter is just like the slight of being average, Kyle Pitts going for 1,200.
Can you at least give Desmond Ritter a chance? Like, yeah, like he was.
Just like how y'all should give Trey Lance a chance. But hey,
I know.
We tapped in already. Trent, you know, we tapped in on that.
No, Trent. I'm just saying every quarterback.
Legitimate
Yo,
quarterback.
let Trey Lance play, yo. Let him play.
You gotta let them play. Like you.
Me too,
All right, panel. But all right, panel.
Give me.
We about to hit this 12 mark. You know, Big Boss's top left is ample about these times and scheduling and organization. Chat, shout out to y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all pulling up to by any means. This episode was mad fun. Actually, you know, we in football season now, the best time of the year. So this is when the best sport is on TV. So I can't wait to get it done. Open field starts next week with me and Bama. Make sure y'all slide to open field. Me, Bama, and I guess I should announce this now. We have a third headache gang joining open field. His name is Rated R Superstar.
Oh my God,
Mookie. No way. JRob
is thinking business.
You might need a fourth one, JRob.
Business over feelings. Business over feelings.
JRob, you might need a fourth one.
Trey, talk to me. Business over feelings, and you know Mookie's good for business, so Mookie is added to the team. Open field start next week, right after open gym, back-to-back open double headers. Open gym right to open field. Come through, come talk. Come argue with Mookie. You know,
it's gonna have some crazy. It's gonna get active, yo. I'm not gonna hold you. This is gonna get active.
From open gym to open field is gonna be jam packed. Pause, but you know what I'm saying. You know, so come with your best takes, and you know, come to deliver that punishment. You know, spread it open, deliver the punishment. Let's get it.
Final thing. Michael Thomas was better than Adam Thielen.
All right, well, we're gonna end that because you don't even know what you're trying to say.
Adam Thielen was better than Michael Thomas in